Hello, everybody. Hey.
Hey!
Hey, we got it going. I don't have my green screen up because my cat decided to say hi, and my green screen was acting wonky. But welcome back to Adventures Trackless Sea. Well, it used to be
Woo!
Adventures Trackless Sea. Now it's more
It
like
never was.
Adventures into
Adventures in
another
no
multiverse.
lanes. Lands.
So, you know what? Since we got a lore master here, lore master, what happened last session? That's you.
Which one are you talking to? That's me?
Oh shit.
Or is that
Uh,
Chris? What?
I'm like, I don't know, because Kevin knows the Forgotten
Sure, tell
Realms
on me.
lore, but I'm literally the one who, like, watched all of last episode today while we were binging video games.
Yeah. She was watching last week's episode. Same scenes on repeat.
No, it wasn't the same scenes, it was just the same scenes on repeat because it dropped my phone and it went back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did watch the same scene on repeat because I wanted to count how many words you sent in that sending spell and also take a screen cap of that one funny thing. Anyway, we were gonna fight Ol Hydra, and then Varth was like, I'm scared.
Nope.
I don't want to fight Ol Hydra without Azra. Also, we're not powerful enough to fight Ol Hydra. So we were gonna take we sailed a month away to Baldur's Gate so that we could go to Candlekeep and find lore on how to fight Ol Hydra. And we walked into Baldur's Gate, and first thing we saw was a murder. And we're like, yeah, okay, this city went to shit. All right, okay, cool. All right. Uh-huh. And then while we were there, the Baron's like, I'm gonna go to Dominaria and get a planeswalker that can help us fight Ol Hydra. And I think Madi froze. I think Madi froze, Scotty.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. On a fantastic
We'll just keep it there.
frame. Yeah, so
I'm gonna be nice
oh.
and not have it stay there.
Oh. Hey, you're back. You're not frozen anymore.
Okay.
Okay. So the Baron was going to go to Dominaria and find a planeswalker friend that could help us fight Ol Hydra, and then we got an automated message recording that told us that, hey, Nicol Bolas is in Ravnica, and Niv Mizzet is dead, and help. And everyone in the party, except Varth, failed their wisdom save and felt compelled to go to Ravnica. And Azra was not affected and did not hear the message at all because she was wearing her ring of mind shielding. Which, by the way, you're attuned to your ring of mind shielding. Because we figured it'd be smart to do that while we were
Noted.
asking Azra to scry on Ol Hydra. Because, like, that's a thing that's happened a couple times where things look back. And I figured that maybe we didn't want Ol Hydra looking back.
And you were gifted a random urchin kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Also, we accidentally kidnapped a random,
Yes.
adopted a
Oh,
random urchin child. However, we did not take that child to Ravnica. I threw some rando that was guarding the ship under the bus and gave him 50 gold and said, make sure that nothing steals the ship, make sure the kid eats, and the captain gets his money, and if you run off with my money, I will find you. And then we shifted away.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, just left the poor sob that was fucking mopping the deck in charge while we noped off into a different plane.
Okay, so we'll start with you guys. Okay, everyone that's not the Baron.
Okay.
When we last left off, when you guys teleported, plane shifted, whatever you want to call it, to Ravnica, you were up on a huge spire tower, sorry. And
yes.
You saw this horrible, nightmarish-looking worm creature weaving in and out of the sky, and there were a bunch of weird blue-skinned, metallic, undead construct things flying around it and killing it. The window pane right next to you that you totally did not realize was there because you're kind of, just went to a whole new reality and everything's kind of jarring. It opens up and it's this really big window pane. And popping out of it, you see what I can only describe as a goblin wearing steampunk goggles and a crazy mad lab coat. And he says, to you. I don't know what Nizzit's beard you're not doing, but better get inside right now, or you'll end up more dead than a Boros patrol in a Goryanki pit. Wait, Golgari pit. You're better. I put too much slang in here, and I can't even read my own lines. It's nice. It's really nice. Okay.
Amazing.
You better get in here before them blue men get you. Come on now. And he sings.
Oh no, the blue man group.
I'm gonna climb in.
As you guys climb in, that is probably exactly what you're thinking, as it seems like there was a war going on outside. And inside here, it looks like it's its own little internal war, as you just see a bunch of random multiple alchemist labs going off simultaneously. They're all doing stuff. Tubes that seem to go almost like hamster tubes throughout the room, but it's like a room-sized alchemy lab where like 5 different potions are brewing at once. You see a few books on a bookshelf. You see this weird-looking construct that is completely hollow, but floating inside it is this weird sphere that has like a little halo in the sphere, and it's just slowly floating and orbiting inside this kind of humanoid-like construct that seems to be made of some kind of bronze or brass-like material. It looks more like a frame of some kind of humanoid figure than anything else. It stands about 7 feet tall.
Madi just dropped.
Yep.
Yeah, she was beating me at that staring contest.
And,
So where are we? And who are you? Asking Goblin.
oh, the name's Creek. As he pulls out his gloved hand, that you see it is a very singed-looking, well-worn leather glove that goes down to his elbow.
If he's offering, I will shake his hand. And then follow up with, what is happening?
Oh, yeah. What do you mean what's happening? Freaking whole Ravnica's at war.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, gathered that. Nicol Bolas is here?
Nika who what?
Nicol Bolas? Big, scary dragon guy?
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He seems to have perched himself down towards the plaza or something.
Okay, which way is the plaza?
Oh. See, I got this luck. Right? For
Did
those
you
at home.
just change the windows, Scotty?
Yeah. Whoops. I've been doing some modifications, though, so I can quick switch back. So, hello.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, Maddie.
Maybe try without the video. That could
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be a thing.
God, kill me. Okay, we're good.
Oh, yay!
Australian internet.
I think it's not even my internet. I think it's just my computer is like, I want to die today.
Mm,
Which, same, but like, just wait until I'm done.
yeah. So we're in
Okay,
a
shit,
crazy lab run by a goblin, I think, whose name is Greek.
Creek.
It's all
Mhm.
Greek to me.
Greek. Okay. And apparently all of Ravnica is at war.
Yay!
Do we know where the Baron is? Did you tell us where you were, Baron,
He didn't
when you
get time.
popped in for those 5 seconds?
I'm on 4th and Main.
10th Street?
I don't want to keep asking you to blow your spells, Azra, but I don't know how the hell we're going to find the Baron in a gigantic city as big as this. I mean, as far as I can tell, this
Yeah.
entire plane is a city.
That it is. Wait, you're not from Ravnica? Are you one of them walkers?
We are not. She knows plane shift.
I mean, I try not to walk unless I have to.
Yes, we are planeswalkers. We know this term. I think I've heard the Baron say it, and it sounds cool.
I think
so
we have, yeah.
You
Dag's
You
just
all
gonna
many
pretend
times.
that we are.
all feel something strange inside. Like you're a little more powerful, but you're not sure what it is.
I'm a
Almost like,
real
Jozu.
boy.
almost like something sparked inside you.
I like how Katrina's like, do I know about this stuff when she, without consent, learned the entire Baron's backstory?
I know his backstory. It doesn't explain to me what the words
God.
mean. I didn't know automatically what a planeswalker is. Also, I will be still hearing this bullshit when we're fucking 20th level and have epic booms.
That is how you find them. Oh, Maddie's getting the staring contest going again.
No.
Yep.
Oh, hey, we could see you again.
Temporarily.
Temporarily.
She's like a, what is it, Zoro trope?
Zoetrope, the ones that blink in and out.
Oh, she has blinking. That's a wonderful thing to give her, Scotty.
Sounds
It's
like
a
a
really
plant.
weird ability, but
So
I
did
do
we
have
want
that spell.
to try either sending or maybe scrying to see if we can figure out where the fuck the Baron is?
Yeah, I think I'll do
Scrying's a
scrying.
higher level spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that would also help you teleport better, because I don't know how easy it would be to teleport to him if just based on what he can describe a place looks like in 25 words.
what do you see
Yeah.
around you? A city.
Azra, your hands feel really warm, like way too warm. Like they're kind of sweaty.
That's never happened before.
I was like right behind you, Kevin.
And
Like, does Azra even sweat with the fire resistance?
She glistens.
just then,
I mean, not really.
the goblin's like, "Hey, watch where you're going, love." As Azra accidentally elbows a Bunsen burner, and the Bunsen burner hits you, and the fire hits you, and it doesn't hurt and do anything to you.
I mean,
Huh.
that's normal.
I just like put it back, putting
Yeah.
my like hand in the flame to just like put it back where it was.
You notice you are completely immune to fire,
Neat.
and now your hands are on fire, like they're burning.
Prestidigitation to douse the flames. Prestidigitation to douse the flames on
I love that
Azra.
that didn't occur to me.
Azra, give me an insight check.
I'm just like, neat. These can stay burning. Okay, I will do that.
A potato.
Oh, Dagger put out your hands, by the
I
way.
insight check the fire. Oh, cool. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
It's hot.
You have gained the boon of the Fire Soul. You have immunity to fire damage, and you can cast Burning Hands at will.
Ooh, neat.
So, you are in this crazy lab. The goblin goes over to this weird red cylinder-like thing made of metal on the wall, and it has a tube on it. And he like grabs it, and he's shooting out of the tube. You see this like white foamy mist stuff, and goes all over the spot where Azra bumped. As that part of the lab started to catch it, like the fire was spreading a little bit.
Whoops.
Oh no, it happens all the time. And you look over, and his face is like his nose is very singed.
Nice.
Bro. Fire bro.
So everything is at war out there. What are you guys doing in here?
I'm just trying to survive.
I mean, that's valid.
I was gonna say they're not dying.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I could be.
I can't knock that.
I'm not one of the crazy Boros Legion folk. They're out there waging war against these blue mummy things.
So a bummy.
Just then, because you guys are still near the window, you just can see in the distance what appears to be some kind of knight on a Pegasus fly by. In the middle of a sky battle with one of these mummy things that also has wings.
Nice. It's messing me up because I don't remember how much of this shit that Dagger remembers.
Mm.
Because, like, Katrina knows all of this. Dagger, not necessarily. Like, maybe, probably some, but not everything. Okay, alright. Recap. Who's in charge in Ravnica?
Oh, that's the Guild Pact, the Guild Master, Jace. But he's usually never here. He's one of them walkers like you.
Great, super. Ezra, did you not maybe find the Baron?
I'll do that now. Just plonk down the whatever it is that I use to scry, my crystal ball. And I will...
the goblin seems to immediately recognize that you're casting a scrying spell, and like there's just a pile of books, and he's just like all off the table for you.
Nice. I love a good table sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. So I cast scrying on the Baron.
Meanwhile, the Baron.
What's the Baron doing?
Sting down. Yeah, that's some good stuff there.
You're pretty sure, Baron, that you were junted into Precinct 1. So you're in the super nice part of town. Well, I mean, it was before all these Eternals showed up.
Yeah. Huh.
And you are with Mordekainen.
Oh god.
And a Minotaur planeswalker.
Did you say Manator?
He might as well be. A Matatar. A little apprentice mage, it looks like, almost. You've never seen this kind of clothing before, so you assume he's from some plane you've probably just never been to. And every once in a while, you notice that there is a little girl following you around the same age, but you seem to keep forgetting her, and it's like this really weird, consistent deja vu. Where you're like, have I seen her before? Wait, no, of course I've seen her before. Wait, who am I talking about?
Fun.
And every once in a while, you like remember very small bits of the very short conversation she has with you, like she expects you not to remember. And all you can really remember is her name is Rat.
Oh.
A little human girl.
So weird.
She looks like she's part of the I always forget what I keep forgetting what they're called. It's the other group that starts with a G, the barbarian, like tribally.
Gruel.
Yeah, she looks like she's part of that group.
Cool. As we're semi-battering, moving things, it's like, so, anybody got any idea what we're supposed to be doing? I mean, because we're just kind of
Not dying.
Yeah, like
I don't know, but
like,
last time I was here, one of the I'm already brain farting on Magic Gathering things.
Describe what you're looking for, and we can probably remember it.
I have the notes. I just need
Oh, okay.
nope.
The leader of the Gate Watch, this Jace Berlin, warned me about this, what he called an elder dragon, called Nicobolus.
Ah, yes, Nikki.
Yeah, he's the plaza, and he points to the north.
So that is where we do not want to be.
That's where Jace and the rest of them were at last time I saw them. When I was there,
Sucks for them.
When I was there at the Guild Pack Hall, the entire building got severed in half as this giant gate appeared.
Sucks for them.
Sure does.
I think we need to close it.
Sucks for us.
For what it's worth, we have been talking over the last month about how to close planar portals.
So, can you describe this planar gate bridge thing?
Okay, so you know what a
Because
gate...
those are unusual.
You know what a gate is, right?
Oh my god.
I love this guy. Who is this talking? Is this the little apprentice mage?
Who is this talking? Says the bald man with the giant angry eyebrows. It is I, Mordekainen.
What a dick. I love him
I
sometimes.
love him.
I taught you how to
Wait.
pick up shit. Don't give me crap.
You seem familiar for some reason.
Yes. When you went to the academy when you're like 14, I helped teach you.
You were there at Castle Ravenloft.
That too.
Well, that is the past.
Yes, that is how time works.
I'm so disappointed we're not here for this conversation. I want to sass
I
this
know.
asshole so much.
Oh my god.
Funny thing is, you might be hearing this conversation though,
And
Mhm.
as we get to that part
or
of
at
the
least the
conversation,
Baron's part of
that's
it.
when Azra
Yeah.
you're sending. What do you send?
No, she was scrying so that we can
I'm
figure out
scrying
where
on
he
him.
is, what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Oh, then this is you like as I went to them. That's what you were seeing this whole time.
So
Okay.
Dagger just sees me like, ugh, and then rolling my eyes.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of how I react to the Baron 90% of the time as well. So
True.
I think we need to
But
find
it's
these
definitely
other,
how Azra reacts to Mordenkainen.
I think we need to find these other planeswalkers if we want even chance of getting out of here. Apparently,
Whoa.
there's been a whole dimensional planar anchor. We can't leave.
Yes, the immortal sun. I'm working on that. I broke through it before. I can do it again and get my ass out of here.
Do you know what it looks like?
Yeah, it's like, there's a reason it's called the immortal sun. It looks like this orb.
I mean,
Oh, sorry. Doesn't it feel bad when you're trying to ask for, information and someone's like, ooh, I'm going to be an asshole.
Well, thank
And
you for
Griff
the
and me
info-
both know what it is. We
Well,
were
thank
both
you for the
hunting
information.
it. Yes.
He cast greater invisibility on himself,
Oh
and
my
he's
God.
gone.
I can
fucked
still
off.
see you now. Which side, bitch?
Don't care. Not casting it for you.
Oh my god.
My newest ability, I see through illusions.
And then the little
Two
kid
epic level
mage
characters
with you.
bitching at each other.
The little kid that's with you, he's like, I don't know, he seemed pretty powerful. Do you think we should try to get him to stay with us? That we might have a better chance of surviving.
nah, fuck him.
I've
He's a
been
loser.
down. He seems powerful. And in the past, he may have been. But he got pwned by
God.
a regular vampire.
And had the worst spells in the universe prepared.
He went to fight a vampire with spells like legend lore memorized.
He did!
Wait, isn't that one that one of the mind mages use? That doesn't seem useful for combat.
It's not. I don't
Poor
know.
kid.
It's
All
weird.
of his illusions are shattered.
Wait,
Anyway,
sorry. Arcana check. He's a wee babe. I have no idea what that spell is.
Yeah.
yes. Now, you see, here's the thing. You're a planeswalker. I'm a planeswalker. Engreth's planeswalker.
A planeswalker?
We have a spark that allows us to transverse through the blind eternities to any plane we can remember and imagine. Sometimes we can even blindly jump places. Once you learn, you should be able to adjust so you can detect other planeswalkers. It's something you'll eventually learn. It's like the Highlander sense.
I have no idea of any of the words you just said.
That is,
I don't know what
It
this.
takes-
I don't know what this world is, but it is quite strange.
it's called Ravnica,
Yeah, that's
which
what.
is pronounced wrong because it's actually a Slavic word and we were pronouncing it like English.
I mean, that's what Rat said. As he points, and you suddenly notice that she's been staying behind him the whole time.
Oh, good lord.
I know. This is like the 13th time you've done that. We should probably like go hide in a building. I don't know why, but these things aren't attacking us in the buildings.
Yeah, I've been noticing. I'm standing in this doorway this whole time talking to you. As
Notice-
Angrith is probably in the background beating up a mummy. What?
What? You mean I could just not do this? Oh, but I wanted to do this. I like beating the shit out of mummies.
Baron, give me a perception check. I mean, there's a lot going on, but perception.
Yeah, spoofy.
12.
Like I said, spoofy.
Okay, you notice your Manitar. I'm just calling him Manitar from now on.
Oh my god.
He started wailing at a bunch of these Eternals.
He likes doing that. He was a pirate. On Ixalan. He has flaming... Yeah. He ended up with the Brazen Coalition. Yeah, he was one of the most feared pirates in Ixalan that while.
I love that this is just the Baron's personality, that just in the middle of a fucking war, he's just giving exposition for all of the other NPCs in the fight. Just like, yeah, no, I know this guy and that guy. That's Azra. She's super cool. Oh, hey, you guys made it!
I don't know. He doesn't seem really dressed very well for the desert. Doesn't seem like a good pirate to me.
Pirates also are people who go on ships on water called the sea. So I'm guessing you're from a deserty planet?
Wait.
Are you from Arabia? Because that place almost does not exist anymore. They have just owned it. They have just owned Arabia.
You're saying there's worlds where there's enough water that you can have ships on them?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
There's also worlds with no water.
3. No, you have 1.
Imagine Tatooine, and that's pretty much what he describes you as his homeworld being.
You're not from it. These mummy guys, do they from here? You're not from Emokahotep, are you?
No. The sands I come from are from. Apparently, everything's different for me compared to you. It's made of diamond shards, so I'm part of the Shield Mage group, and we put up giant wards so the diamond shards don't kill everybody.
So, where is this jump from? Because, like, that's a lot of spell components.
He says
oh my god.
His home plane is, pardon my French.
I'm only partially joking.
Gabacon.
We're gonna need a lot of diamonds, because...
Can you spell that?
Yes, it is literally brand new that they made specifically for this character.
Yeah. So. I think I have been looking up Blue Rose stuff a bit too much. I'm trying to spell the word, and I'm like, it's Gabba something, so G-A, and all my search history is like, gay.
Nice.
Mood.
It's like, sheesh. No, I don't want Babacon. The fuck? What the? I have no idea what that is.
I'm intrigued now.
Oh, there we go.
So did you find the Baron? What's he doing?
I'm like, Gabacon. I don't recognize that one. There's a lot of planes.
He's talking about a convention?
A what?
I think he's talking about the Waterdeep ChairCon.
I always wanted to go.
It's
Maybe if we don't die horribly in this fucking plane that I don't know where we are.
Yeah, we still haven't been to Waterdeep yet.
One of the most famous exhibits there. Von Cherovich.
Oh my god. ChairCon should be our last episode.
This is
like chill chair convention.
Yeah, so, but apparently, some sort of beacon brought us here, and then the Immortal Sun's keeping us here, and apparently there's a planar gate bringing things here, and Nico's here. Oh man, this really is annoying.
A beacon? I fell out of the wards and I almost died, and then suddenly I was here.
Oh, you just blindly jumped. Oh, that sucks for you.
Rat said apparently diamonds are really valuable here, so I guess here, thanks for helping, I guess. And he just gives you a little handful of diamond dust. He just pulls out of nowhere. It's worth about 1,000 gold.
Really thought you were about to snort it, and I was like, God, please don't.
That's one way to cast Revivify.
Was it under 30? Oh, you died.
So, kid, stay with me. We need to go and return you to your home at some point. Right? Wait, did you say you talked to a rat?
Stop collecting
There are some
children.
rats in Sigil that talk. They're called cranium rats. They got big brains, and the
Were
more
you
they get
with
together,
us when
it's
those
smarter.
things almost killed us, or was that Kame?
That's Kami, but
that's when Rat chimes in, and you suddenly notice her again, and she says, "Oh, that sounds like a Simic kind of thing."
Whoa, yeah, it does sound like Simic. Hey, nice to meet you.
Hi, I believe we've met. All right, I'm gonna go in this building and not be an idiot. So bye.
What?
Teo, come on, and she grabs him by the hand and pulls him into a building.
Teo, why are you walking weird? It's like someone's pulling your hand.
He's
you can still see her,
and you can see blush marks on him,
No.
Classic
Come on,
adolescence.
We can use your beefy muscles to fight off things that come into the building.
Just then, one of the Eternal Skulls just lands right next to you and shatters.
Thanks, man.
From the pile of ones he's fighting.
There's a reason why you killed a lot of the people in the and yeah, you're good at what you do.
Killing things.
Mhm.
Murder.
Yeah.
And it's just then, that's when your scrying ends. That would be the 10 minutes and just goes...
So I said most of that out loud.
So does Azra see the child?
Mm.
Give
The
me-
kid that the Baron
Give
keeps
me a
forgetting?
perception check.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm
no, it was an
super good at
intelligence
this.
saving throw. That's what it was.
Oh,
Oh.
great. She's even better.
Oh my god.
Do you have proficiency in intelligence saves?
Yeah, I'm a wizard, bitch. Which is good because I rolled a 3. So 14 total.
No, you didn't notice her.
Rip.
Yeah.
You see,
Well,
we're
I
talking
where
to
he
nobody.
I mean, that's not that uncommon for the Baron.
I was gonna say, Ezra is not surprised by this at all.
And I think he mentioned at one point last time we were here that ghosts are weird here, so maybe he was talking to a ghost.
Oh yeah. Anything's possible. Anyway, and then I describe the surroundings that I saw around him to the best of my ability.
Oh, yeah,
Do
that
we
sounds like
want to
Precinct
teleport
1.
to his ass?
Is it like the fanciest one? Because that sounds right.
I mean, that sounds right to me. That's what it was in Baldur's Gate, I think. And clearly Baldur's Gate is how every city is. The epitome of how a city should be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God, I miss Chult.
Yeah.
I never expected that Port Naranjara would come to be Dag's favorite city of all of them. And,
Same.
like, it fucking is. Everything else is a clusterfuck. Ravnica's on fire. Baldur's Gate is Murder Central.
Myrtle.
Myrtle Central.
Neverwinter has a hole in it, and also a ton of
Oh,
apples.
and yeah, also a bunch of kidnapping abominations.
Yep.
Yeah, those two.
That would be the aboleths.
hmm
Oh, I forgot that extra
So-
part about Angreth.
Yeah, remember that? Remember that from like 8 years ago? Yeah.
hmm
Part of Angreth's
So-
thing is the ability to turn enemies against each other because he empowers their rage amongst other people too.
Mood.
Cool.
So, since you are all new here, I guess you guys don't know that you're in the most famous tower in Ravnica, Nivix.
Cool. I like towers.
I'm assuming that this is where the dragon Nismivit ruled from.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at. He likes to stay secluded, though. He's probably hiding somewhere.
I'm not going to share the fact that we know he's dead.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
No, I mean, do you know?
Yeah, the message.
Yeah, the
is
It was
message
in the
told us.
broadcast.
The message said Nismivit has fallen.
Oh, right.
And when
Okay, so then you are surprised that he does not know that.
Hmm.
Meaning,
Not
Do I know
gonna-
that?
this
I didn't get
message-
the message, but I assume people told me.
you two have high enough intelligence. You would have came to that conclusion on probably almost instantly.
That's my intelligent dance, apparently.
Casuals
does
don't
not
understand. They
do that.
gotta be up at your level of intelligence to understand the dance.
Yeah, low charisma, high intelligence.
Anyway.
Oh,
I forgot to
Okay.
I kind of forgot to mention, since most of Ravnica is based off its artwork. Here's just an idea of how freaking crazy this place looks.
Ooh.
You were
Oh
outside
my
one of the
god, that's so
windows.
cool.
One of those really tall windows, and up above you was like this thing, and it was just shooting a beam up into the sky.
Which book is that? That's the Guildmaster's Guide?
Yeah, page 112.
Or, let's see what else I can find for you guys.
Hey. So, and
Oh, best picture to turn to.
yep.
yep, there you go.
Yay.
Fear.
Rakdos the Defiler, yeah. Oh god, it gets even worse.
What?
Yeah.
How does it get worse than Rakdos the Defiler? Like, seriously. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Ooh, no thanks.
Let's get into one of the friendlier groups.
So is
Yeah.
Baron another one of you walkers?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
You actually, now that I think about it, give me a sec. And he goes into that pile of books that he just knocked off the table. And he's like rummaging through all these different books. And he just pulls out one. And he, a little mechanical clockwork, little sphere with four little legs come out of it. And just goes, eat, 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 eat. And it walks right up to him. And then popping out of it is a weird featherless pen. And it takes it out. And it starts gets a page open. Nice.
Oh my god.
Azra starts to salivate.
And he's like, so, now I think of it, I've never had to get the chance to talk to Waka again, probably. So how did it feel when you walked?
I mean...
Did it smell of a metallic?
No, it only usually smells about with, like, what we get when we get here.
He's writing down everything. You notice he's literally writing down you saying that meaning. It's like, it kind of is like everything he puts in.
Yeah.
It smells like the room that we're in. Should we go find the Baron? And
Yeah, I think so. Do my flying boots still work in this plane?
Yes, they do.
Cool. So I fly out a window.
Oh, hey, and you I just remembered a bunch of your stuff might actually look familiar to him because the gauntlets that you have were made by Demir.
Yes.
And
also my staff. My staff is from
staff.
Dagger as well.
More nature-related areas.
I don't know which guild made your staff, but I know that it is from Ravnica.
Where's it says in the staff log?
Finally have all of Dagger's shit sorted out. Oh my god, what is that?
It's a coal worm, I think.
God, no.
Is that the thing that was flying through the fucking sky?
No.
That's a lot of
thank
teeth.
God.
So.
I mentioned that's what you hear Azra say when she goes out the window.
Wait! I could have opened
She's
it.
like, that's a lot of teeth, and then comes back inside.
I could have opened that window, and she just crashed through the window he casually opened and closed last time. And then he's like, "I'll bug up." Oh, God damn it! And he just like goes into like another random pile, and you hear a bunch of stuff fall down. And he comes back out, and you just see him with these really over the top, very big looking pack of some kind on his back, and he's very well harnessed into it. And he's just like, "Yeah, there's Nicky boy."
That is a nice picture, yeah.
And he's like, come on, and you like hear it make a weird noise, and black smoke comes out of the bottom of it, and then suddenly fire shoots out, and he hits the ceiling, and then he twirls around, and he goes flying out a different window and crashes through it.
Lovely. Okay, so I think we were gonna teleport to the Baron, but I think Madi froze again.
Yeah. Oh, attached to this weird contraption, you notice a very familiar looking thing that you guys got for a trade. A Scorchbringer.
Oh, yeah, that thing. So pretty.
That's
Oh, that's the art book.
That's like
You should maybe take the cover off. It's tweaking a lot.
There's a
It's going to get contaminated by dust.
Not for the 5 seconds while you're fucking with it.
So what do you do as you're just in this lab?
Well, I think Azra was gonna teleport us.
Okay.
To the Baron.
Do you want to do anything in here? Like look around, or?
I mean, Deg's probably been glancing around, but I'm more concerned with trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Gets a feel for things. Ow! My chest! I poked myself with the book.
Smooth.
You don't touch anything though.
No. Dagger is smart. Oh no.
You notice he does have what appears to be
Hang on though.
an indoor
Tess and Chung
potted
are
plant.
here.
He does appear to have an indoor potted plant.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
What does that indoor potted plant look like?
Imagine like a modern one, like a fern or something.
Okay. Though it just occurred to me the NPCs are here. And one of Tess's traits is that when I see something valuable, I can't help but think about how I'd steal it. So does she see anything valuable in here?
Yes.
Oh,
does.
great.
She spies with her little thieving eye a very fancy-looking glass sculpture that appears to be some kind of dragon.
How big?
Fits in her hand. Very finely crafted.
God,
Fits in her
she's
hand,
stupid.
not in her mouth.
She's gonna try and filch it.
Okay, the second she touches it, roll me a d100 for her.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. 72. Azra comes back and tests his chunky salsa.
Wait, let me fix the windows just a stitch.
Here's a
Okay.
more slummy area.
Ooh.
All right.
That's very Baldur's Gate.
72.
Oh, you think that's Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I get for doing that. Okay, so she picks it up. Puts it wherever she's going to hide it, right?
I mean, probably just in a pocket.
As she does that, she notices her feet can't move.
She's gonna try and stealthily put it back.
The second she puts it back, she can move again. Can she read Goblin?
No.
Okay.
She can speak one language. She
No.
knows common. That's it. Maddie, you're back, but we can't see your video.
Oh.
Yay!
There we go.
Yay,
Man,
you're
Zoom-
back!
Zoom just does not want to work today.
No. Tess tried to steal a fancy crystal statue and got paralyzed, and then as soon as she put it back, she got unparalyzed.
It was only
No one noticed except Actually, let me see if Dagger noticed.
only her feet.
Nice. Nice.
Dagger does not notice. Tess's sleight of hand is higher than Dagger's passive perception.
Nice.
So
He
anyway,
got a
Azra flew out the window.
29 sleight of hand.
Yeah. I'm just hanging out the window to see if I can recognize any landmarks
when you
that
flew out
were
the
near the
window,
Baron.
Seconds later, the goblin comes flying out of a different window and shatters through that window, and it appears to have a jetpack, a comically huge jetpack for it.
Okay. Now that's just showing off.
And he's just like black smoke, and he's just seemed kind of out
What
of
are
control
you
for just a moment.
doing?
And then he's like,
Oh my god.
"Hey,
That
what
is a
are you
very
doing?"
inefficient way to fly. Why don't you just cast the fly spell?
Oh, I haven't done all the tests yet.
Okay.
And with this, I won't have to cast spells.
Fucking everyone else flies out the window with them because all of us have flying stuff. Dagger's on a broom.
Does somebody go replace the window and then fly back out?
Fuck no, I
Nope.
didn't learn mending.
Nope.
Wait.
Oh, I put Varth water form Varth in a jar and put him in my backpack.
Okay. That
Yes.
We'll do the
I always imagine just water and then two googly eyes just like floating around.
we'll do the Strix thing because she was very turn her owlbear into gaseous form, and then put him in a jar. If they need to
Yeah.
keep him safe. Anyway, so
He's just in a water bottle on the side of the bag.
And then you have to have one to drink and then one that's your friend.
Oh no! Oh, that's when you get too close with your party members. Anyway,
he flies over near the window, the goblin, and he goes, "Ollie, zip, zip, hey, zip, wake up, zip, zip," and he whistles, and then you guys hear some loud clanging inside, and then that big giant frame that was like humanoid, like frame. You notice it just walk over towards the window, and that sphere in the inside of it appears to be almost like a Tesla sphere out of character, as lightning is just shooting off from the inside of it, and the lightning seems to connect these different random parts. I know you might have coincidentally thrown this at us last night, maybe.
No, I don't know. No, I just remembered we have a golem with us, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Did you plane shift the golem with us?
No, this is one of the
What is his name?
planeswalkers that's native. I think he's the one who actually his voice is the one we're
Yeah,
hearing.
he's the
Oh,
voice you're
nice.
Yeah.
We don't
He's
know
also
him.
one of the first
What is that
Gay
thing's
characters.
name? Vorm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you teleport him with you?
I mean, I would have if it was me, but
Okay.
I think we could take everyone.
As you fly out and you look down, you see a very shield guardian shaped silhouette going through multiple floors of the tower.
We'll meet him down on the bottom floor, maybe.
yeah, he's fine.
And it is then that you are suddenly greeted by a what appears to be some kind of knight on the back of a Pegasus as they fly over to you and you say, by order of the Boros Legion, seek shelter. We shall fight the incoming army.
We can fight as well. Where are we needed?
I'm like, dang.
For Ravnica! And he pulls out his sword and he points off into a direction. You see a bunch of these appear to be like blue soldiers, and they're in a very perfect
Cool.
line marching as they're marching down a street.
Any idea which way the Baron is from here? Azra?
Yeah. Have I got a vague bearing on that from landmarks that I can see from above?
A few miles away.
Okay.
Cool, teleport it is.
You're nowhere close. But if you teleport, you might be able to because you know what the location looks like.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and yoink his stay with teleport. I'll use my staff.
Okay.
And make sure that all of we'll make sure we're taking Vorm with us this time
Yes,
because
we
he
gotta
can't,
find Vorm first.
he can't walk it.
Okay, you guys fly
I mean, he
down.
can.
Years later, we meet up with him again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've got a beard for
Yeah,
some reason.
that's what the knight looks like.
Oh God,
Mm.
I'm so into the Boros Legion. I swear,
Oh,
if an
that's
angel Boros Legion person shows up, Dag might faint. I'm saying.
You
The
fly.
angels are my favorite thing in Ravnica or in Magic the Gathering.
Ugh.
Where is
It's funny too because the glare from the actual light in real life made it look like there was even more glare on the thing.
This was Zip.
It's a,
Oh.
God, that's so cool.
actually yes, that is. It was a modified version of that I threw at you last night.
Okay, I was like, really?
One of them.
We're on the same page again because this is like the
The
second
big
time
guy.
where you
the big guy
DM'd
was that.
and you were gonna you threw the same creature. I was gonna throw the
Yeah,
next day.
yeah. There were two different kinds. It was that thing and then one other. That was the big guy that I threw.
You fly down, and you can see a very clear spot in the concrete where he landed. Like you can just see its perfect humanoid shape dent of where he landed, and he is still laying on the ground prone. And you see
Oh, buddy.
a gnome, a goblin, 2 humans, and what appears to be an angel in full plate, all looking at this thing questionably. The gnome and the one of the goblins appear to have like they put on these spectacles, and the spectacle on the goblin has like multiple lenses that fold out, and it's like and it's like
Cool.
examining
He's
parts.
ours.
Huh?
Oh, kind of.
Hey, what? As he looks up and you see that the goblin has this very like gray beard. He's got a very wrinkly nose, and the spectacles. You almost feel like they're about to touch you, even though you're nowhere close to them. It's just jumping out that
Nice.
far from him. Hey, what? And he puts up this giant tube to his ear.
Worm, are you dead? He doesn't respond to me, Azra. You got the amulet.
I thought he was talking about the big lightning guy, or is he talking about Vorm?
No,
Is it
Vorm.
Vorm on the ground?
Because as you guys flew
Okay.
down,
Oops. He's fine. Vorm, get up.
well,
I throw my cat at him.
Oh,
Morty,
that's right. He's,
Ow.
fix it.
Um,
Actually, I can cast Flock of Familiars at will now, so I summoned several cats. And
That's
they
what
all
you
go
chose
in.
as your signature spell. I love
Yeah.
it. That's actually really helpful in this area because it would
Exactly.
help to have eyes fucking all over the place.
I can just produce cats whenever is required.
Is that creature yours? Says this tall angel, and her hair seems to be flowing like it's in water.
You mean the cats or the robot? Because both.
Are you friend or foe? As she points her longsword at you and your flock of cats.
I mean, I don't love that there's a sword in my face, but probably friend.
Speaking the truth there.
God, I missed Azra so much.
Okay, they're not that kind of angel, unfortunately. I was going to say, I can sense that you're telling the truth, but these ones don't get that.
No, those are the Azores
Cool.
angels, not the Boris
Yeah.
ones. We're kind of here to help. We're trying to find our one of our companions. He's a planeswalker. Baron Salbador.
Angel gets a history check.
Ooh.
I have no idea who that
man.
is.
Sagara.
Sagara.
With the double R, so you gotta roll it.
Sagara.
To be fair,
Which
it
is
was
really stupid
rough.
because I can't roll my R's. So
It
why
really
not pick
is.
that name?
That was a poor choice on your part, man.
Yeah.
Sagara. I haven't done that sound
Meanwhile,
forever.
You tell
Eunice
Thorn-
is watching. Oh!
Yeah, yeah.
Do you tell
Sorry,
Thorn to
Eunice.
do anything? Do you command him to do anything?
I just tell Vom to
Oh.
stand back up and assume his previous orders, which were to stay like 10 feet behind me.
After your flock of cats, like, pretty much shoos away all the people, like, investigating him.
Yeah.
And then you say that, he just gets up, and he's perfectly fine, uninjured.
He's fine.
Oh yeah,
He has
been
regenerating hit points.
He's yeah,
fine.
for like he's been laying in that crater for 10 minutes. He's fully healed.
Yeah.
Just think he's a human-sized Iron Man, but a bit dumber.
Yeah, he's
A
stupid
bit.
Iron Man.
Just a little bit. What is his intelligence?
Not good. It's a 7.
Oh my god, it's the same as Aziz.
But his charisma is a
Aziz?
3.
No, Aziz is a 7, isn't he?
But like,
Yeah.
most golems, he's very lawful stupid, in a way.
Exactly, yeah.
Follow orders to the letter every time.
Mm-hmm.
So, we were gonna teleport to an area that looked like, I guess maybe describe one of those landmarks. I don't know. Can we take anybody else with us, Azra, or are we at our limit? How many people do we have in our party? Let me count.
Good
Jesus
question.
Christ.
Minus the Baron.
Let's read.
Your full party minus the Baron.
Cool.
Yeah, I have to write it out because there's so goddamn many of us.
I get me and 8 other creatures.
Oh, I know. We should, one of, like Varth or something, since they're planeswalkers, they should get a special ability where they can duplicate and just have hundreds of them to make your life happier.
Yeah, no.
I didn't hear that because you're not here. Yeah, so me and 8 other creatures. That should do it.
You're not
I'll
including...
bear Voldemorties out to lower the number.
If everybody, you and 8 other creatures, if
Yeah.
everybody's familiar is out, not counting Varth, you can teleport the entire party.
Sweet.
Azra, Baron, Chung, Dag, Tess, Varth, Vorm, Morty, and Leo is 9 creatures. But
Cool.
that doesn't count Varth's familiar.
Okay. So,
So many of us.
you teleport.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh great.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, 52.
Ooh.
It's not good. It's fine. Everything's fine.
52.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay, I get to do the funsies. AKA...
No.
AKA,
Figure out where the fuck we land.
find what
I'm running out of fucking spell slots.
Find what rail you missed. Let's see. You all appear suddenly on a giant tree branch.
I don't remember you mentioning tree branches.
And
when
as
you were
you
speaking.
look around, You notice that this tree branch is so huge that you got like a 15-foot wide path before it even starts to deviate as a downward slope. You can see it actually looks like it's been grown to be somehow a perfect
Like a road.
path to walk on. And
I'm into
coming
it.
out of it are a bunch of nymphs.
We're friends.
Oh god.
I'm gonna walk to the edge of the tree branch, see if I can look down and see the rest of the city.
As you look down, you can see the parts of the city on fire. You know, just the entire place at war. And you look and you see way in the distance, a few miles away, is that crazy sparking tower you were at.
Well, it looks like we're in the right direction at
But
least,
more
Azra.
importantly,
I just turn around like, oops.
as you look over and it's a bit closer, you see this ridiculously huge building that seems out of place to the rest of the city. The rest of the city looks more like Sigil in terms of like pointy tower kind of building, Victorian style. But this building is probably as tall as this tree you're in, a few hundred feet tall. And it seems to be what I can best describe as an Egyptian temple made of some foreign fantasy metal. And on top of it, you can see the sky seems to be like the stars seem to joining almost into like a black hole. And there appears to be a dragon on top of it. And it seems to be perfectly still, almost like it's a statue. And you see an identical dragon also in this big plaza that also very statue-like. Just standing there, and it has an arm up like this. It's looking upwards.
Is the dragon moving? The one in the plaza?
Not that you can
Or
tell.
it doesn't, but it doesn't look like a statue?
You're miles away. You just have really good perception.
I think
I
we
don't
found...
see shit.
You see like the sky like swirling towards this temple though. Seems to be like the stars and the clouds seem to be sucking into this temple.
Oh god.
Does that temple look familiar to when I saw Nicole break the Baron's mind?
No.
Okay.
Azra, you can roll an Arcana check if you want.
I will do that. You dice. Nom, 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 nom. 21.
This appears to be some kind of a ritual spellcasting for a spell that is beyond your comprehension. This appears to be beyond a 9th level spell that is being prepared.
Yeet. Okay.
Do you see anything that looks like the landmarks you saw near where the Baron is?
Yeah, do I?
Yes.
How
Just
far?
barely. It seems to be you're thinking a little further past that temple building.
Okay. Well,
Like, how long would it take us to walk or fly there? Or should we just...
With your crazy high perception, that's a few miles.
I mean,
I hate
I'd
to
be
make you
burning
blow
my
your
9th level
stuff.
spell. Yeah, I'm gonna need to rest after this if we teleport there.
No.
Oh.
Let's,
And next to this temple is this ridiculously huge gate that you see, and it seems to be made of a bunch of little floating parts that all seem to somehow magically, like magnets, hold themselves in place. And it's a
There's
big
dryads.
blue portal, and you just see army just marching through the portal on the ground.
Oh god.
can I look at that and try and figure out if I can see where where that portal comes out?
Arcana check, I guess.
Because I want to look around, see, because I'm assuming it's a gate to elsewhere in the city. Hopefully it's relatively close to where we're going, but... Arcana, you said?
Yes.
That's a, 33?
God. Jesus Christ.
This appears to
I
be,
rolled really, really well.
this appears to
And
be
I'm
some
out of here.
epic level planar gate that is able to sustain itself to be at this size. It's got to be some ridiculously powerful magics.
I'm gonna ask somebody, grab somebody and ask, where does that gate go?
The dryad is like, I don't know, but I'm going nowhere near that. I'm defending my tree.
I'm gonna ask one of the people coming out of it. Like, where is this gate compared
Nobody's
to
leaving
us?
this tree. In fact, most of the people seem to be in hiding.
They're coming. So the people going through the gate are coming to the tree.
They seem to be spreading out through the city. And you can just see, like, woods down below you of normal-sized trees. And you see some of the army coming into those woods, but you don't see any, at least from your angle. You can't really look straight down, per se.
I think this is what they see. Double check, Scotty.
Yes,
But it is
that
not.
is exactly what they see. Minus the dude, and it's a lot bigger.
Oh shit. Okay.
Or maybe that's just a really big dude.
I mean, if it's a gate, it should be two ways. So if we go through and we don't like what's on the other side, we can come back.
That's what she said.
Meanwhile, back at the Baron.
So, who's got some cards?
Are we just gonna hide?
Well, you see, that's the thing. I know how to fight. Angreth knows how to fight. Toho, I'm not sure if you really know how to fight.
I can defend you.
Oh, that's always nice. And it's just the three of us. But
4 of us.
what?
Hi.
No.
This is right.
What? Oh, hi. Where have you been? Good to meet you.
Nice. Hi, I'm Rat. For some reason, you feel like she's trolling you. You're not sure why.
Well, we can slowly move towards, I guess, the plaza bit by bit, see what's going on. So, yeah. Guess building to building.
We can try to hide in the back streets. This is Rat. We can go and try to find my dad. He's the leader of... I already forgot the name.
Forest Legion?
No.
Gru or
The Gru clan.
Demir.
He's the leader of one of the Gru clans.
Rule.
Ah, that's very gruel of him. Not time for puns.
Nope.
No.
Everyone's just no. I'm sorry, man.
I think I might be able to teleport us all to the plaza.
Oh, that'd be useful.
The hilarious thing, I'm going to be so pissed if immediately after the Baron teleports to the plaza, we teleport to where we scryed on him.
Yep.
For what it's worth, though, we're probably spending 10 minutes debating whether or not we want to try and go through this gate.
Yeah, it's true.
And waiting for the crowd to die down, because everybody's coming through and we want to go the opposite way.
No, you're up on a tree, and it seems like all of the... You see, like, Spriggans and a bunch of other druidic stuff.
I got an idea.
But they're hiding in the tree, and they seem like they're not
Yeah, the portal's down there
way down
Yeah,
there.
I hadn't realized
near
that.
the temple.
I try to
Okay.
get everybody.
I thought it was in the tree for
How
some
tall is
reason.
this building?
Oh, hey,
that we're
look at
in?
this. How about that? Hey, you look familiar?
Nice.
How tall is the building we're in?
You're in, like, the wreckage of some building, so it's probably only a few stories. Maybe about 12 stories tall. It's pretty short.
Well, I guess we should get moving. You said you know the back street? Wait, somebody was speaking to me.
Yep, that's me.
Oh,
Yep.
hi.
Alright, follow me. Make sure you don't have your eyes leave me at all. And try to focus really hard. Now, I know that's tough for you, but focus really hard.
Staring, blink one eye at a time.
Give me a concentration roll. Just for the travel.
A what roll?
Concentration check, con save.
Gone!
Gulgari.
I think you
That's
did use
what it
that
is.
urchin trait once when we were in a chase scene in
Oh yeah.
Cornyar and
that's right.
Zaro super
Yeah.
early on.
That's right.
21.
Okay, so you are able to keep concentration on Rat while you guys travel. And while you're traveling, coming through the alleyway, what appears to be a mix between a lion and a crocodile, but it looks like it's almost skeletal, and it's made of this bluish metal.
Okay.
This is some Amonkhet shit, and I'm super into it.
As you immediately recognize it as an Amit Eternal. I don't think
Oh,
I
I'm
pronounced
disappointed
that right.
we never bought the Amonkhet art book yet.
Yeah.
AMMIT.
Oh,
Stuff, actual Egyptian creature.
Yep.
So,
That is the Devourer of Hearts when you get your heart
Don't-
weighed by
Ah.
Don't say it like that. If you're about to fight a monster, you don't call it the Devourer of Hearts.
That's what it is in
I'm-
mythology.
I know.
It is what
I'm
it
just-
is, though.
the Baron,
I'm just
though,
saying.
The Baron, though, he's like, yeah, I fight things.
Devourer
I
of
fight things
Hearts,
with
it's
titles. They
fine.
just think they're important. But I, the Baron, am more important.
I've killed a god like 3 times. It's fine.
Like,
No big deal.
all right.
But we'll.
Toho, creature shields. Angrith. Angrith! I didn't give. Yes, just kill him. Kill him.
You're like giving orders, and Angerus already 600 feet away attacking this thing.
He just does the
He's
Spartan
beasting.
thing. 300, just jumps in the air.
Where's his.
Like a mid dive to like sword down, it flips back to us, and we're like, so do we teleport to where we last saw the Baron or what?
I gotta get his stats now. Angrit's stats.
Smash cut.
As we
I was
roll
thinking about it though.
initiative.
Oh boy. Okay.
As this thing's obviously very much in your way, and it's charging right at your group.
Hey. 7.
Nice.
Mm.
Well,
Baron is going good.
He's going well.
okay, so.
Good.
Creature's turn is a whopping.
Scotty has violated the first rule of D&D.
What, throwing a
He
whole
split the
bunch?
party.
It happens. It happens. Alright, so up first is the creature. And the one up in front is rat. But does it know rat's there? It does. And it lunges at her. She's maybe
No,
3 feet tall.
baby.
Little human barbarian kind of looking girl. And she gets 2 attacks, but right now it's a narrow alleyway, so it can only get its bite. Somehow that made it in dice tray. It hits. Wow, okay. And then just the big mouth latches onto her, and you hear her scream in pain as it starts thrashing her around. Let's see how much damage she took.
All the damage.
Pretty much, yeah. Ow. So, that was the creature's turn. She goes next. So, while she's stuck inside it, it's still grappled, she has a dagger, and she starts stabbing its head.
Sneak attack! Sneak attack! Sneak attack! It doesn't work if
I'm
you're just saying
hiding!
it!
And she does stab it. And it starts
Stab it
bleeding from
real
the nose. And then that's when, Teo? Teo? T-E-Y-O? I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. Teo. Let's see, what is he gonna do to try to get her out of that? He...
Do you have a monster manual over
He
there, too?
summons a shield. And
Okay,
as you
you're
see, he summons what looks to be like a magical sigil circle, and he just presses it down quite quickly onto this giant creature and tries to squish it into the ground.
Squish.
But it resists it because it's very big. And then our Minotaur, it's like, it just runs in and he tries to gore it. And of course he almost crits.
You got flaming chains and flaming fists and flaming horns. Is everything on you flaming?
He screams his battle charge, almost like he doesn't want to hear what you're saying, so he just does that to cancel it out. And
I mean, I often yell to cancel out the Baron's voice as well.
you do notice the horns do flame damage as well, as he gores it, but then he also uses his chain. And he hits. And it takes a bit of damage. And then that's when it's the Baron's turn.
Just, I'm like, run and kind of try to stab the thing into the eye or whatever, try to release rat. Release the little girl who I can remember sometimes.
Release the ratten.
That was a little cocked because it hit my other dice. And that was, the first attack is a 20, dirty.
A 20
So
definitely
dirty.
hits.
Dirty.
And then the other one hits too, so I'm doing damage. Ooh, it's been so long.
Do we remember what spell Worm has in his chest?
I don't. I should write that shit down.
I think he might have used it in that fight with the god.
Yeah, he used like free mind.
Free
or whatever
will.
it's called. Yeah,
Free will. Okay. I'm gonna... what spell do I have? That might be good.
So
39 damage total with 2 attacks.
39. Okay, you stab it, and part of its head, like it just cracks and breaks, and you notice that part of its skull seems to fall apart, but it does not stop it from being able to keep its death grip on little rat. And you notice it seems to be doing some weird life draining thing with its teeth on her. Like her max HP is down. She doesn't look like she's doing so well.
I can only do so much.
If she dies, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Hey,
Oh, that was directed to Scotty. Yeah.
hey, it's
Both of you.
Hey, it's Amit's turn. The creature. So it continues to bite because it has advantage.
No! Attack Amrith! Or Angrith! He's tastier! Look at all that beef! Because you're Minotaur, Angrith! Minotaur! Cow!
Well, Baron's dead.
Give me a persuasion check.
Look at all that beef.
22.
It actually looked like it was about to crit this little child
Oh!
when you're like it just goes to its vision, and it just shows Baron, and it's like womp 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 womp, and it just like looks
Makes
over,
hamburger symbol.
and it looks over, and it sees the Minotaur, and it seems to have like infrared vision, but instead of seeing a heat signature, it's seeing a spark, and it immediately drops her and charges towards him. And
It forgot her because it looked away from her.
And as it charges towards your Minotaur friend, I just realized he's right in front of it, so no attacks of opportunity. Actually, she will get an attack of opportunity, so she'll try to stab with no avail. And he comes up, and he attempts to bite your friend.
Friend.
Compatriot. 21 will definitely hit. So now he's grappled in his bite. As he starts taking some damage, and he looks somehow even angrier. But unfortunately, the boy ran up to do the shield thing, so the tail swings at him.
Aww.
And it would have hit, but he summons shield as a reaction. And it hits the shield.
Nice.
And then the shield immediately shatters on contact with his tail as big as him.
Tale as old as time.
And on that, it is their turn. So the girl stealths. You see her hide behind something as she's just grabbing her arm and limping off, bleeding everywhere. The boy makes a shield, and you notice that it's a triangle, and it splits off into smaller triangles, and they all shoot at the crocodile thing.
Yeah, I don't know if we showed an image of him last time, so that's Taylor.
Yeah, he looks totally not
Nice.
Anakin. Totally. Wait, put him
Wow.
back up
Yeah,
again.
that's a little Anakin.
Is he not
Wait,
Anakin?
does he even have the little thingy thing? No, okay, he doesn't have the
He doesn't have the little ponytail thing.
That we can see, but yeah, damn.
There you go.
He hates sand. It's coarse.
But Baron, you immediately recognize he's casting some weird variant of magic missile, where he converted his shield into missiles. And they all fire, and as they fire, they destroy this thing, and its body crumbles and shatters as the triangles kill it, as it gets killed by geometry.
Right.
Rat? Rat? As he's looking around for her in a panic.
But that's a little insulting. We just helped you.
Oh, there you are. And he finds her, and she's like hiding behind a dumpster. And she's just like laying on the ground. Should spit up blood a little bit.
I'm sorry, the bleh was just a little hilarious. Yeah.
If someone can hold me, I can still give directions.
No.
And he's like,
Angry.
I can hold you, don't worry. And this little puny mage struggles with all of his might and is barely not over encumbered as he carries this little girl, Fireman Brigade style.
Hold on. I got 16 strength. I can carry her.
You can blame.
Wait, carry someone.
You can blame the novel. These two characters are from the novel.
No.
Doesn't mean I'm not mad about it.
Can we come back? I want to show up so we can be all badasses and be like, no, make the giant shield. She can ride all the shield guardians back. It'd be fucking adorable.
Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking
Oh,
cry.
there she is.
And seeing children in danger.
Okay, this picture makes her seem a lot older looking.
Oh, they describe her as like preteen. Yeah, that is not.
That's not preteen. No, that's
I
like
imagined her as like a little, like dirt covering her face and stuff.
yeah. Preteen is 12 at most.
Yeah, that's not a 12-year-old.
That's literally the definition. You can't be older than that and be a preteen. Then you're just a teen.
Everyone's attractive in Magic the Gathering, apparently. So
It's probably
That's
because
fair.
some of the
everyone's somehow an adult face on everyone.
the artists.
That's creepy.
Yeah, that's why when I saw that, I'm like, that's jarring.
Come out the womb with an adult face.
Goo, gah. Hello, Mom.
It could just be one of
Look at
those
the
things
big
where they
baby.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
artists
Okay,
didn't
so-
have the description too well. That happens a lot.
So
Disturbing imagery aside, we go back to the rest of the party as you're up on this tree.
we were talking, and I think that first we're going to remember that Worm has used up his spell slot that was in his belly, and
Yep.
I think we're going to put Bestow Curse into him. So I'm
When you
marking
say
off a
we,
third.
Dag remembers. Azra does
Yeah.
not.
So I'm marking a third level spell slot for Bestow Curse, and the way that works is when it's in him, I spend the spell slot, but when it's cast, he maintains concentration.
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
I actually looked that up because I wasn't sure. And I think both Azra and I were going to cast Polymorph so that we can fly down and try and find the Baron instead of wasting instantaneous teleports.
Did you want to polymorph Vorm and then I'll sit on him?
Sure. And then you can
Okay.
Polymorph Chung maybe or Tess.
Okay, so I command Vorm to follow the other bird, and then I polymorph him.
I would do a dinosaur because they're faster and stronger. The quick,
Yes,
quick
Okay.
quadruplets.
that.
As you're
This
Follow
thing.
follow that.
coming out of the tree, out of the main trunk of the tree, this lady started coming running up to you, and she's got
Oh.
like these pretty green robes and this staff, and she
Ooh.
goes, "Oh, please seek shelter in the tree. Where are you going?" As you all just turn into stuff and go.
Leroy Jenkins.
Bye, we're fine!
Those
Just
of you that
fucking
turn into
dive bomb
creatures-
off of the
Those of you
tree.
that turn into creatures, she says to you, and you understand perfectly, and as a creature, be safe, young ones.
No.
Bye, I love you.
And she, okay, wait, who got turned into what?
Vorm
Form
is
and
one,
Chung.
and yeah. Chung
Good
Dinosaur
dinos.
just salutes and then dive bombs.
Chung is under the effects of the bless spell. She blesses Chung and beast when Chung's in beast.
Whoa!
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Yes, I know. I know what witch sight does.
And then we're gonna swoop down
don't
and
know.
try and
Patience isn't high enough to
find
have it.
I've
the
won it.
Baron.
So,
Yeah.
all right. As you take off and you all go to fly off this tree, suddenly leaves start falling everywhere, and you hear what sounds like huge branches moving and almost maybe not breaking noises, but like that. You know how it sounds when a tree. There's like a lot of wind.
Not
in
a
it?
happy tree noise.
But imagine like really low decibel because it's such a huge tree.
Oh no.
And as you all start to fly away, you notice that the tree itself starts to animate. And you can see a green glow at the bottom of the tree. And with your crazy high perception dagger, you can see this lady down there. She appears to be some kind of elven-looking lady with a long bow, and she has both her hands on the tree, and they're glowing green.
Nice.
And for some reason, you can sense something about her. Something special. Some kind of spark within her.
Cool.
Ooh. I get Varth out of the jar and I show him because I think he would think it's cool, and then I put him back.
He goes, "Blub, blub, blub," which you think it means neat.
Yeah, with your googly eyes, just like, ooh.
The funniest thing is that is 100% in character. That is definitely how Varth would react.
The
Just
creatures
neat!
in the tree,
Yeah.
the creatures out of the tree, and all these other warriors for this group of faction of what these druids or whatever they are seem to go in a mass panic. Like they were not expecting this to happen, and it shouldn't normally happen.
Oh,
As the tree
boy.
animates and walks towards the portal. As you guys are
Oh my
just
God.
barely flying faster than it.
We're flying at 80 feet around, by the way.
That's
I did the math, and I'm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it would only take us about 7 rounds to fly a mile. I did the math. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, not rounds. That's a big difference.
That's very
Big
fast.
difference. Big difference.
Like, I don't really know how long a mile is, but that's a lot.
As the tree moves forward, and you guys are just like just like the movie The Mummy, where they're like in the plane trying to outrun the sandstorm. It's like that level of like you're a gnat running away from this.
We're
thing.
not going to be stupid, though. We're going to go to the side. We're not going to go in a straight fucking line.
No, you went to Prometheus School of running away
Fuck
from
you.
things.
No, you didn't. No, we didn't. Dagger is smart. Oh, fuck us. Chung is.
I went to wizard school.
Chung is not. Chung. Well, no. Chung has an 11 intelligence.
And if you tug on the side of, like,
Chung in her new
something.
form needs a dexterity saving throw. As she's
Oh,
trying
no.
to do maneuvering while flying and trying to veer away from this thing.
Oh boy, and she has
Because-
the dex of a Quetzalcoatl.
Should I make one to
Quetzalcoatl.
warm as well?
Yes, it's moving as fast in his new form, not his actual dex.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it's
we're
moving
all
as
dead.
fast as you are
Oh,
going
no.
straight forward.
Oh, no.
But if you deviate in any way, it will catch up to you. So it's more of like you trying to dodge while also veering off to the side.
What's the bonus?
Well, okay. So for the Shield Guardian, they have a -1 dex.
Okay.
No. This is for the new your.
Yeah, for the
It's a +1. That's right.
So
yeah.
3.
Cool. Chung got a 9.
All my new dice are cursed.
Meanwhile, back at the Baron, is that
You see.
walking tree base?
You see the world's tree start to move.
Holy shit! Am I the only one seeing that?
The rest of you, give me dexterity saving throws. This is not including the polymorphed ones.
Fuck.
Did anyone else
Whee!
Well, we're
Ozzy
dead.
could do that? Did no one else?
Guess what I rolled?
Oh no, didn't you? No! Please, gods, tell me you have Featherfall prepared.
Nope.
God damn it!
fine. I have flying boots.
Okay,
Fine.
well, Tess is fine. She got a 29. She rolled a nat 20.
Fuck you, Tess.
Right?
I mean, I love you and I'm sorry, but
Okay, 18 for Dag.
Okay, Tess and Dag take half of this, but everybody else, including the two polymorphed flying ones, take a whopping 18 damage as I rolled really low.
Whee!
As the tree branches and stuff catch up and like smack into you
Ooh,
as
boy.
you're flying by. And the rest,
Boom still
and
takes
those-
off my damage.
And all of you that were on flying creatures fall off.
Okay, alright, hang on. So, both dinosaurs failed, so they both take 18 damage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes another 9 from Azra's.
No.
Right?
No.
Does he not?
Boom does.
I
Yeah,
don't
Boom
know if
still
he does,
splits my
'cause he's
damage.
not a-
Right. He takes her half. That's right. 'Cause
Your
the
bad
shield guarding.
dinosaur better not run into anything else, because he has 3 hit points left.
So who cast
Oops.
polymorph?
I
Me,
did.
both
and
of
Dag
us did.
You both need
fuck.
concentration checks.
Motherfucker.
While you're falling from the
Oh,
sky,
no.
100 feet.
I
160
have
feet.
advantage!
I
Because-
don't.
Warcaster. I am the one who cast it on Worm, though, so...
That's true.
Um,
I got a 13.
A 13. Okay. You pass.
Two
So
pass?
the spell
Yeah,
is still
yeah.
going.
Cool.
Dag got a 17.
Okay. So just to give you guys an idea how big this tree is, that map of 10th district that I sent you guys,
Mm-hmm.
area number 8 is the tree.
Okay.
And you can see the scale down below the name 10th district to give you a scale of how big the area is. So that tree is about half a mile tall. A little bit bigger than that.
Those who failed to
Because in-
save, they took 18, and those who passed took half.
Buildings and
Yes.
stuff. as
Right?
It's
Yes.
Okay.
crushing.
What did Dagger get for concentration?
I got a 17.
She
Okay.
passed. She's
Okay,
fine.
so you guys are falling, but you're able to concentrate on polymorph.
Yeah, the Quetzalcoatlus has a speed of 80 and has a special ability called a dive attack. So can they fucking immediately nosedive and try and catch the ones that are falling? I don't know how far up we are. I assume it's pretty fucking far.
You all have flying abilities, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true, yeah. But it's also
we're
much
falling.
slower. It's also much
No!
slower than the dinosaur. The dinosaur flies at 80 feet around. I
Yeah,
think our
we flew down to
fastest is
30 feet.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who all fell? Who was... Okay, so... Dag...
Everyone that isn't a dinosaur.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because
Okay, so
pretty much this is
Azra...
what happened. They are the ones that got hit by most of the branches, but as they got hit by them, they kind of like flipped over, and as they flipped over out of control of their flight, you guys got hit by a bunch of tree stuff as well, and fell off. So they spend a few seconds trying to rebalance themselves and go to catch you guys. Since you all can fly, you probably just like do the same thing, and they just come down and catch up to you. As you're covered in cuts and scrapes from the tree branches and stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
bumping.
Azra has an acorn in her hat.
and
I
probably
feed it to
a
Morty.
very petrified cat.
And a
Yeah.
very and a
Hey, petrified because it's a
And-
tree and.
and
No, I
you
was thinking
hear
petrified
a
'cause-
tiny rodent barking and hissing from your cat as you notice that there is a squirrel that involuntarily landed on your hat as well.
He's mine now. I'm keeping him.
And Morty does not look happy
Yes.
about it. As Morty's
Yeah, well,
paw
that's fine.
pokes out of your hat and
This
starts
is probably the
swiping at it.
most chaotic bullshit you've ever heard, though. You literally just fucking dead drop for about probably 60 feet,
Yeah.
60, 90 feet until you manage to catch yourself because you fall
Yeah.
really fucking fast.
Yep.
And while you're in fucking free fall, there is an angry cat and squirrel on your head fighting. And then a huge sized dinosaur grabs you in its claws.
Dagger.
Azra's just like upside
Yeah.
down, like
On
it's
top
just
of
a
your
Tuesday.
head is a
Huh?
bird's nest. And
Okay.
a very angry bird comes flying down and starts pecking at you.
No! Fucking stop! Go away!
Both of you need animal handling checks.
Oh my god, yes.
Is that based on wisdom?
Yes.
Okay.
Neat.
I got a
wow,
nat 20.
I cannot roll today. 5.
Okay, you are not able to calm down the chaos battle that's going on your head.
I like how Azra's like, this is fine. I'm just gonna adopt it, and I'm like, fucking no, get away. I was gonna use prestidigitation to scare it off.
And
I rolled a 23.
And Morty,
I got a nat 20.
And Morty actually bats the squirrel off your hat, and you see the
No!
squirrel start falling, and then you notice it open its arms out, and it's a little gliding squirrel, and it glides back.
Oh, well, that's okay then. He'll be fine. Go back to your habitat.
I'm pulling the Perkins thing, where it's like stressful, but they got a parachute. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Don't die in the apocalypse, squirrel.
Still one of my favorite things he did when they were in Avernus. They had a miniature space hamster, which is just a hamster.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled some really daring move, but there was like no way he should have survived. Like he was gonna fall hundreds of feet, and he just gave him a parachute. They just like, and you see out of the red misty clouds of Avernus a tiny little parachute and a little hamster. Anyway, so because he didn't want to kill Matthew Mercer, so
one does not simply kill Matthew Mercer.
Meanwhile, in Matthew Mercer's games, so the fire giant annihilates you.
I know. Fucking immediate chunky salsa. Have you ever seen that animated
13
group one,
days!
Scotty?
that's what Chris Crash was based off of. That character specifically.
13 days. So good.
Everyone made the joke.
Best character ever.
Everyone made the joke to cope with my character dying, my cute kobold dying, being like, "Wow,
Yeah.
you know what? He lived a really long time. You know, the average lifespan is 11 days for a kobold." So.
Yeah.
How long were you born ago? 11 days.
How long do kobolds normally live? 11 days.
The hilarious thing is, it's 100% accurate because he died the day they met those fucks.
I can see the light.
Yep.
I can see the light. You're gonna go to the light at the end of the tunnel. Anyway, so
The shortest amount of time it gets to spend
other
on
show
Critical Role.
quotes aside, you guys catch your bearings.
That's the Baron.
The dagger, that bird, snatches one side of the nest on your head, and another bird grabs the other side, and they
Oh.
panically move it off of
That's
you.
some Disney ass shit.
I know.
As you're pretty sure they're some kind of awakened animals.
Oh.
Bye,
Flying
guys.
away. Asshole.
Yeah, probably.
As you see them just more of like just keeping it in control as they slowly fly downwards towards the woods that are kind of getting stomped on.
Oh.
Just
Yeah.
buy another tree.
Meanwhile,
I'm keeping an eye out and looking for anything that looks like the Baron, but more so just trying to find an area of chaos, because I assume that chaos will follow the Baron.
Meanwhile, in the most secure and lawful area.
I can't.
So-
How am I supposed to know what building you're in? I don't know that you're in buildings.
no, he's in tiny alleyways where no one can see him.
Yeah, I thought he was going from building to building.
Yeah,
talking about
in
doing that.
narrow alleyways.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
right. Trying to go back to my map that I had.
Oh, right down the worm has a bestow person in.
Yes.
So as we are with the Baron stuff, he's looking around. He's like, okay, now
This is what your goblin friend looked like, probably.
Oh my god. Best.
Oh my god.
I love him.
As he's, I just remembered he's with you. Let me roll for him.
Wait, he's with us? Oh no!
No,
He's
you guys
gonna
didn't
talk.
Oh
teleport him.
no, goblins have like 9 hit points.
Never mind, you didn't teleport him. You didn't specify teleport him. So
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
so I'm like,
he's with that Battle Forge angel.
He would have
They're
died,
Very
like-
confused.
Oh, buddy.
Um,
He's lucky he's not here. He'd be super dead. How many hit points do goblins have?
I don't know. He could have cleric classes.
I mean, he could, I guess.
This is a Ravnica goblin, so he's
That's fair. Well, because, like, on one hand, Ravnica goblins always expect that they're going to be blown up by lunchtime. On the other hand, so do their masters, and they don't really care how many goblin apprentices they go through. So they kind of expect them to die off easily.
Mm.
So you guys are continuing your way through the alleyways when you can hear further way off in the distance. You swear you can hear what almost sounds like thunder or some kind of rumbling in the distance, Baron. As we went back to you in the alleyway,
Oh, okay, I thought we were still with the other ones.
a rat is being carried by Tio, and he's like,
But
"What was?" Like pause, and he's like looking up at the sky. He's like, "What was that?"
oh, there could be lots of things. But I do have something that can help our rat friend. It's a scroll protection from undead that apparently I've had forever.
Oh shit! You had that forever.
Oh, that will be really useful.
Yes, because you can't fight worth a shit.
Oh.
I will consider the payment of diamonds as payment for the scroll.
Yeah, man, that shit can pay for a resurrection.
So
It was
use
1,000 gold worth of diamonds.
Thank
right?
you, sir, Mr. Baron, sir.
Baron Salbador. You can call me Salbador.
Mr. Baron is the cutest thing ever.
Well, that's how this character is too. He's very like, oh, I'm a mage apprentice, nervous kid. Anyway, so he grabs the scroll and he casts it on her, and she says, "That's good, because we're heading to
Around the corner.
Orzhova next. The
Ozhov.
Orzhov Senate's guild hall." And then she explains to you that the Senate is pretty much a bunch of imagine Ebenezer Scrooge, but he's a ghost, and there are 5 of him, and that's the leader of this guild, and they're all about having debts and money, and if you have debts that need to be paid, which they try to keep you in it for life, and they aren't paid up by when you die, they take your soul and have it under servitude until the debts are paid. So they're known for their undead stuff. There's quite a few teething collectors that are literal vampires, and they blood tax, stuff like that.
Though it should be noted, undead are treated differently on Ravnica because for most of its history, the undead had their own district essentially because all the dead went to one place, and so it's like 2 whole cities that coexisted. So it's not like they were bringing the dead back. It was just like, yeah, you got to go back to work. Oh shit! Like
Capitalism be like.
That's what they are.
Harry Potter.
They are
Biggs,
the
was it?
capitalists of
Professor
Ravnica.
Biggs, who died and his spirit went and started teaching. Yeah, same thing.
It wasn't Biggs.
No. What was it?
No, that's a real life person we know. But it's something with a B.
Yeah, whatever.
Was it Biggs?
Here we go.
Ghost Professor in Harry Potter.
You guys continue down the alleyway. Do you attempt to move stealthily? Because the boy is trying to the best he can, carrying.
I look over at Angrath. About that.
Oh, you just see the kids are trying to be sneaky. You don't have to. I'm just saying they are.
Sneaky kid.
Okay, Angrath. Me and you are going to draw the attention away from these pansies.
Also, when it was Professor Binns.
So close.
There we go.
He looks over at the girl, and it looks like he's just noticed her for the first time. Now you think about it, he never talked to her. None of them ever had him try to talk to her or anything. And it's kind of hard to focus on her anyway.
Yeah, I know.
The second he sees her like that, you notice his anger seemed to cease a bit. And he seems very sympathetic, and he seems to go to dad mode. And he moves up to the boy, and he says, "Child, who is this?" And it's like, this is Rat. She's taking us somewhere safe. He's like, "No child should have to suffer like this." And he pulls out of his satchel a potion of healing. Drink, child. Perhaps you'll find your way home soon too. As the fires in him seem to cease a little bit. But then after she has the healing potion and she's fully healed, as Baron immediately recognizes it as the like a greater superior one or whatever, the higher one.
Nice.
Almost over heals her to the point she would explode in rainbows in the older editions. She just fully healed, insta healed, and gets up and she's like, "Thank you. You remind me of Dad. Can I ride on your back?" And he nods.
Oh.
And he helps her get on his back.
Ah,
And you guys
yeah, I
move
remember
forward.
you telling me you had kids back home. At least that's what I overheard when I was a prisoner on your ship that one day.
I was with them until this shit happened.
Yeah, I was with a bunch of kids too. I found an orphan I was going to give to one of my friends.
What?
It was an orphan living on the...
You made her rage take the headphones off.
He needed, the kid needed help, and I have a friend who's really good with orphans that owns an orphanage. So I was like, hey, kid,
Also,
I know someone who
you
owns
made
an
us
orphanage.
heal his bum leg at the same time.
Yeah, we healed his bum leg, and then we were going to take him to the orphanage my friend was running.
Are you sure
On a
this
different
isn't?
continent, a month
Are
away.
you sure this isn't one of your farms? One
No.
of your
Wow,
blood farms?
racist.
No, I haven't been to Ixalian in a while. Well, actually, I did return, but I actually
It's been over a year.
Yeah, time is funky here, so... But yeah, I've actually, in my timeline, been gone for, like, a couple centuries. Yeah, I was never really big into the blood farming stuff. I only become a vampire because, the second love of my life was like, you gotta do it to get married. And I was like, fuck. I guess I do.
You gotta convert before we can get married, before we can do the do.
Yeah. Honestly,
That's-
becoming a vampire is weird at the time, considering it was almost like a downgrade a little.
Well, if I see you eyeing any of these children's necks, yours will be broken.
It'd be fun to die. I've never died before.
My God. You're gonna regret
You just-
saying
I mean,
that.
he's not
Grumbles.
wrong.
And Grumbles and Rat's just like, let's keep moving.
These poor children.
As you
I
just,
never
as-
torture children.
As you only for very briefly forgot she was there and immediately remember, and you guys move forward. As you move forward, you see in the alleyways and the streets, every once in a while you'll see a ghost just go through a building and then be in the alleyway and see all of you and just shake his head and just float into the next building. And then every once in a while you'll see like a shade of some kind. Looks like almost like a specter, where it's just like black tattered robes with a shadow underneath it and chains binding to them. You see them doing menial labor.
Teo and Greth, be careful of those ones. They're very shady.
You'll almost hear at the same time for all three of them.
Now you know the true power of the Baron. Torturing people to death with puns.
You hear combat.
We already knew that.
You hear combat happening in an alleyway nearby. Do you investigate?
Thinking of the color alignment of the four of us. Yay! No!
As you notice that in these alleyways, there's a lot of clothes and a bunch of other random shambles of planks and wood. It seems to purposely be put up here so sunlight does not peer through it. As it's like low light down here.
We definitely need to get the Baron Ascending Stone after this.
Yeah.
Angreth, I'm going to let you decide. We go investigate or no?
I think we should keep moving.
Okay, let's get moving.
All right.
Wait,
so,
do I have a blank one?
Hmm?
Never mind. I'll shut up.
What's next?
I'm looking at my list of Sending Stones, and we have 3. Captain Squiggles has 1 in Port Nyarandaru.
Look at this handsome
You and
fellow.
I have 1, Azra. Oh
Yeah.
boy. And then I have a third one where Dag has 1, but the second half of it is just a blank line. It had belonged.
Oh, that's right.
It had been the elf that was hanging out with Rain when we were fighting that god thing. She had it. I don't know if we ever picked up the spare one when we left or not. But I don't know we didn't because we left in a hurry. Okay, so I'll mark that off because that's gone for good. But hey, we have one of them, so maybe if we take some downtime, we can make a sending stone, and it'll be half the normal price because we already have one of them. But yeah, no, that sending stone is lost for good because it was in a demi-plane that was collapsing.
Fun.
You move north through the alleyways, past all of this, the Ars Nova, and end up in Plaza East. You notice many, seems to be housing more than anything in this area. And there is some combat in the sky. You actually see a few of these undead fighting these Eternals. And they seem quite effective because they're undead. Yeah. Yeah, poor boy. Talk about magic colors. The Teo's not aligned with Baron and Grath at all. So
we're just like,
Poor child. You've got black, green, or just black, and then red, white, and that kid.
Black, red with a little blue.
Oh, yeah, black, red.
White.
Oh, for some reason I had assumed he was white red, but no, he's not Boros. He's something else.
Just because he's a Minotaur doesn't make him Boros. Racist.
You keep moving forward until you end up where the crew was before. Huh, weird. Crazy, right? Because I want to make sure I get all the locations right, because I love all the locations. You eventually run into, instead of being what looked to be just nobles' houses and stuff, they start to turn into more low-rent apartments, but they seem to be reinforced for war. Like barred windows and barricades and stuff like that. And you start to see more of the Boros Legion fighting these Eternals that seem to be coming from behind you, per se. They seem to be coming from the south.
So...
well, whoops. Anyway.
So... yeah, let's get going to the plaza.
As you now are in a more open area, that's when you can see what appears to be on the other side of the city, a tree moving towards you.
Like, tree or Vetugari?
Vetu. You see Vetu moving towards you. It's about a mile or two away, but it's heading in your direction.
What's your passive perception? Can you see the two dinosaurs flying in front of it?
Not at this angle. No way.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how close we are.
Look over. Oh, crap. Rat. When did that could do that? I thought that was just a tree.
I didn't know it could do that.
That's awesome. I'd be like, that's amazing. I'm going to be honest. I envy green a little sometimes.
Can you do that, Mr. Baron, sir?
Not anymore. Haven't been able to do that for a couple centuries-ish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe we should not
get out of its way.
Going. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's just, and then you guys keep.
God damn it! They're running away from us.
It's walking towards us. It's like, let's just stay here and let it walk on us.
It's a half-mile tall tree. I mean, are you gonna walk towards that?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, but which direction it's going? We can head in a similar direction because it's going to. Honestly, I want to see that fuck some shit up.
It's heading southwest, and you guys were heading due north. So now you're heading like northwest.
Yeah, let's walk to where that's going and see what's going on with it, because that is pretty cool.
Are you crazy? I think it'd stomp on us.
No, we stay about a couple hundred yards away from the feet minimum. It's just in the same general direction. Like it's heading south, we go south
Psst.
and see what it do.
Hey, you hear a voice from behind you.
Oh
You don't
shit!
see anybody.
Hello?
And Grath just turns around and he has the chain out and he's immediately like on fire. Somehow not harming the little child, the little girl on riding on his back. And he says, "Who's there?" You know, and he gets all like Dark Knight Batman. and then he's like, "You guys are walkers, right?"
Well, we aren't riding a horse. She's riding them.
Wait a minute. Suddenly appearing before you as invisibility turns off, you see a man with a blue hood, and he's got runes on it and stuff. And he pulls the hood down, and you see it's Jace. And he says, "Baron, is that you?"
Oh, hi. Both me and Angreth probably know him. It's like,
Yeah, both of you just do that. Yeah. He's like, "I thought you were dead."
no. You know, time is a weird ass thing. I just found out.
Wait a minute. What's your view on Bolus?
I can't see him from here.
I hate you so much, Kevin.
Angreth, do you got like? Can you see him? You're tall. You're like a foot and a half taller than me. Last time I fought Bolus, he beat me. He threw me to another multiverse, where time flows differently there.
I need to check something for the safety of us all as he goes to cast a spell on you. Are you willing to take the spell as he seems to be trying to probe into your mind?
Put a spell on you.
I know you're good, Jace,
Aw.
but ooh,
Poor Baron. He gets his brain invaded so often.
Jace is like, just let me look in your brain. Oh God!
Do you
First Dag, now
do
Jace.
you resist at all?
No.
Okay. It just takes him a few moments, and he's like, "Oh, okay. So, okay, Bolus isn't controlling you. All right. I had to be
Bolus cannot. No one controls the Baron.
Sure. All right. How much do you know? Because everything's kind of screwed.
Well,
I'm trying to find
thousands
Sandra,
of years ago.
and I'm trying to find Gideon.
The hilarious thing is the Baron has no idea who any of these fucks are because they're all way younger than him.
Yeah, we screwed up the Baron's timeline.
His memory is wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Still,
Fine.
That too. You have your memory back, but you're still an 800-year-old man. So, yeah. Your memory is still kind of... Technically, it's there, but...
So, yeah, I don't know who half those people are. You know, I've only met the old guys after that incident. I don't... Oh, you youngsters are like... Yeah. But,
Yeah, you daring kids.
Let's move
yeah,
and
the
talk
only
before
people
the-
I've met so
Let's move
far...
and talk before we get flanked by Eternals.
Yeah. You know, they call them Eternals, but they die pretty easily.
Yeah, I never really understood that. Well, actually, I do, because you know how Bolus is.
Yeah. Did you know his brother named him?
Oh, that's ironic.
Yeah.
So you guys are just moving through, and as you guys are moving through the streets and stuff, Jace seems to, whenever Legion of Eternals seems to be marching nearby, he has everyone stop, and he seems to cast a spell, and they just don't seem to detect or sense your presence is there, and they keep marching forward.
Huh.
So, you guys continue moving. Back at the flying crew, the tree is now ahead of you. Maybe
Leave it alone,
it's to your left, as you guys still probably have like a few twigs in your hair and stuff.
On your left.
I mean...
God damn it.
I guess we're still aiming for where we last saw the Baron.
It's right
Yep.
where that tree's heading.
Cool.
Neat.
Alright, so you are flying that way. When you see the tree itself put like a big giant branch, almost like an arm, down onto the ground where all of this army is coming through, and it just sweeps, and it just seems to be destroying them.
Sweep.
Wait, so this army, they're good guys or bad guys?
No, the army of Eternals, these blue
Okay.
Yeah, that blue guys.
Lapis Lazuli kind of looking mummies.
Good.
And they are fighting back. Like, the flying ones, you see them, like, shooting stuff and random bits of fire. And
Yelled at Azra on the other dinosaur. Do we want to get involved with that shit or just find the Baron?
I don't think so. We can always come back.
you notice
What am I
flying...
talking about? I can just cast message.
You notice flying out of the tree...
Oh, yeah.
Out of the tree itself seems to be a bunch of beasts and animals, and they're flying out and they're defending the tree. You actually see...
Yeah, I cast message
You
back.
actually
Like, they
see
got it.
coming
It's fine.
from the top of the tree, a pair of rocks fly out, and they're joining the battle.
Nice.
Cool.
And a flock of
Hey, a
giant
pet rock.
eagles. You know, just
Cool.
imagine battle of 5 armies, and then one of the armies is just epic level beasts.
Nice.
Really.
Yeah, I think we're getting closer to where the Baron is, so maybe we should,
It's pronounced the same.
I have no idea how the hell to find him. Without
The
just
tree throws a rock at it.
casting more communication spells.
I mean, actually, that'd be pretty effective if there were rocks big
I
enough.
literally imagined like a boulder with little wings.
No, that sounds like something a Simic would try to make.
And
Or
these
is
rocks, and these rocks
Is it? Definitely is it.
look more intelligent than boulders, unlike the ones in the monster manual.
I would hope so.
One note: the Baron does not know you all in Ravnica.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
We told him we were coming.
No, he appeared on the ship for just a brief moment before the immortal sun jolted him back, and he's like, "I'm taking you with me," and he couldn't grab Tess.
I say if we get to where we last saw the Baron and he's gone, we have to you have to try sending again.
Okay.
As you fly, and
I'm
try
sorry to make you burn through your stuff. I'll try and make sure that we find somewhere to rest.
That's what I'm here for.
As you're flying through and you're trying to avoid this crazy big battle going on down below, give me a perception roll looking for the Baron.
I sneeze out 3 cats and I start throwing them.
God damn it, Katrina. I rolled garbage.
Oh, that was actually not bad for once.
Oh,
It's wisdom, right? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
18.
This is my turn. I just imagined cat, and you just 3 of her. You're just like, "Achoo."
But she has little wings because she's a dresser. Yeah,
Make
so there's
it
3
work.
cats and I kind of pitch them off at intervals and they start looking for him.
I'll say Chung is assisting you in the perception checks, and she's your mount.
Kinky.
Who are you asking or saying that to?
For Dagger.
Oh, cool. Yay. Thanks you. Because
I'm writing boom and he's like,
Oh.
I am a robot.
And
that's so
Dagger,
much better.
And Dagger, you
Yeah.
feel like fate is on your side.
Okay. I got
you feel
a...
like once per rest, you can add a D10 to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Or death
Nice.
saving throw. As you get the boon of fate as your spark thing.
Nice. Okay.
Because I know you need those bonuses sometimes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the rolls are never high enough for
yeah.
Arcana.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
Ooh, I rolled a
It still would've
33,
been really
guys.
good.
Let me roll this extra D10 just to make sure.
It was with advantage, because of advantage, it was a 32.
Okay.
You
So never mind my 18.
I'm
It's
sorry. I was just gonna eat
Okay,
it,
you
but
see-
Just quick.
Fine.
Are we sure that Dagger's spark power isn't being able to find, just look and like magnify stuff? Like supervision, just like
would you,
enhance.
Know the location
No
of
joke.
all of your party at all times.
no joke. Do you want to do that instead? Your boon is you automatically add a +20 to a perception check once per long rest.
no, I kind of like the fate one. That seems very in keeping with Dag.
Okay. Because there's one that's called True Aim. That's the same, but it's for ranged attack rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I was just anyway. So, you spot the Baron, and he seems to have a little entourage of people with him. Some Minotaur dude that seems to be kind of like on fire, but not really. Give me a intelligence saving throw. Now I think about it.
Oh boy.
Team Mom Boone. Yeah, that's.
Oh hey, 17.
And you just barely notice. She seems to be You're not sure why, but she just seems to blend in with the background very well. A little girl on the Minotaur's back.
I found him.
And
Cool.
yeah,
I'm gonna start flying down towards the Baron.
they're about a half mile away.
Oh,
I follow
Jesus.
on my robot bird dinosaur.
Robot dinosaur. It's the best.
Robot bird dinosaur.
I love it.
Scream.
Scree.
Yes.
Baron.
Oh,
perception
the
check.
boon of fate I can only do for other people,
Oh.
but
always-
I can do it as a reaction.
I will
You can always
allow.
say she
I'll
can do
allow.
it.
You can do yourself as well.
Ooh, shut up, Kevin.
So the Baron is not paying attention to the giant ash tree as he rolled a nat 1 on his perception. So let's just use his passive would be a 12, but that
Okay.
would be a 3.
You are surprised by the sudden appearance of the rest of your crew on dinosaurs 100 feet away from you. You don't notice them till they're about 100 feet away.
Why? Wait, what? Give me a second. I gotta get the Dungeon Master's Guide. This puts it in meters. 20 meters of you. Fucking nothing in D&D uses meters.
Whoops.
What?
Soon.
What? Yeah, get this might be a typo in the thing I'm in. So just
You might have the everyone but American version.
I don't think they changed the
No,
distances.
they don't. They
between
don't.
editions.
It's all in feet over here.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Anyway, continue.
I'm not sure how regionally they create the books because I've only ever seen the
Yes.
American one. So.
You guys are pretty sure the Baron does not notice you until you were like almost on top of him.
When I get within, I don't know what the range of message is. It's not super far. 120 feet. I yell, "Hey, Baron! We're here!
Guys, I am hearing something.
It's
Anyone
us.
else?
We're on a dinosaur. Fuck you. It's Dagger."
Y'all hear something?
Fuck
I
you,
hate
it's
you
Dagger.
so much.
That's your
Baron's looking
introduction.
around because he can't see shit right now, apparently.
We are on huge-sized dinosaurs.
I see dinosaurs, I just don't see you.
I mean, that's fair. She is like tiny comparatively. Like, it is a dinosaur the size of an elephant.
60 feet. They have feet in here.
Hooray.
Okay, so this did translate it because 20 meters is effective around 60 feet.
That's weird.
That's really,
Okay.
really short.
That is really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, 60 feet. That's the distance of Bardic Inspiration.
But anyway, so we will, with our gang finally reunited on Ravnica, we will take a little break because it's past 9 o'clock, and we normally take a break around now. So we will take a 10-15 minute break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Jumping through the painting thing.
Let's go.
And we're back. Hello, everybody.
Hi,
There it is.
Wow.
Yippee!
The Trackless Sea.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
It's the end of the fucking world.
That's just what it is. End of the world. 1-1. So you guys are reunite in the middle of the streets.
And Grant, these are the people. That is, I point to Azra. That is the one who runs the orphanage. Don't let
Did you
her
get me
appearance.
another one?
I will ask.
Do not let her appearance. Apparently, on their world, this is relatively common. It is not like some sort of demon like from other
I
places.
just throw a cat at him because I have a spare one. He's just like, he doesn't have the claws out, but he's like doing this to your face.
Nice.
There's a foul beast attacking you, Baron.
Nye.
Hey,
Yeah, I asked
Jace,
Chung to.
I found
note us
Gideon.
down. Gideon's a cat. Oh,
Jace looks very confused at the cat.
you're. Jace is Gideon's a lion man.
Allow me to introduce
Oh.
everybody. I introduce everybody.
Dagger. That dinosaur is actually Chung. She's a half orc. She's badass. That dinosaur is a robot man. His name is Warren.
Yeah, we
Half orc
should have-
is a species that's found on some places.
I'm writing that down.
I'm not sure if you guys
Robot
come
man.
from planes with them. They are like they're big, tough, with little.
It's
teeth.
fine. She's at half health. You'll see soon enough.
And when they say robot, think of Karn, but dumb, without thought, like someone from Moradin. As
He's
only
I feel like that was a sick burn that I didn't understand.
I
as
look
only
at
like one person in this group probably understands half what I'm saying.
lean
There's
over
like,
to like Azra,
uh-huh,
and I'm like, I have no idea what he's saying. None of these words make sense. And then on the
I mean,
other
isn't
side,
that all the
the
time, though?
Minotaur is like, he's saying words. I don't understand what any
Oh,
of them mean. Because you were
everybody.
literally the only one here
I got an
that
idea.
has both worlds.
Jace, you are master of the brain and mind magics. Just go into my brain and everyone's and share the information real quick so we're all on the same page.
Actually, I was thinking around the same thing. So we should go to the Boros' guild hall, because that'll definitely be the most secure place in Ravnica currently. Sunhome, which is not very far, as he points off to the northeast.
Yeah.
The
But the,
Tower Nivix that you guys were at originally,
Mhm.
you notice he's pointing to the east of that. And
How
it's
long did it
due
take
north
us-
of where you guys are at.
How long did it take us to get here? Polymorph lasts an hour.
A few minutes.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, we can carry a handful of people, because they're still dinosaurs. Who was here? There's, Jace. What is Boros, the Minotaur guy's name?
Angranth.
Angranth.
A-N-G-R-A-N-T-H. Angranth.
Breath you.
Okay.
You know the Baron can never pronounce any names.
Neither
Kevin
can
can
I.
pronounce names.
That's Steve. That's other Steve.
And then there were the two kids.
Teo, T-A-Y-O, and...
Rat.
Bingo.
Oh, there she is. Rat. R-A-T.
We won't
Question.
I won't have you guys roll. It's just it just seems like deja vu every time she's mentioned or you see her. It's like, wait, have I seen you before? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
isn't
I
it
have.
like-
I mentioned Azra has the same response of like, oh, an urchin girl that looks kind of like me. Oh, an urchin girl.
She's like, I have parents.
Sorry, I just looked at the chat and I saw your message, Maddie. I just typed Fire Soul Boon boob instead of Boon. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Terry. I just kicked the dog
Just
in the face.
turn into the firework music video.
Yeah.
But we don't see Morty Mordecai,
oh,
do
yeah.
we?
The Mordekainen, he is also here. Apparently he had a
Yeah,
latent
you see
spark.
the cat.
He flew
Oh,
off
hey.
going, I can do it all. I am the greatest. I would defeat this pathetic dragon.
Yeah,
Even
that
though he
sounds.
got
Yeah, that
beat by a
sounds like
little
him.
vampire, didn't he?
Yeah, that tracks.
He said he
Both
has
of
the
us and
mighty...
Nielsen are like, yeah.
Wait,
The
I
funny
think he's
thing is
using,
that's not actually
you-
what happened,
you-
but we're
you
still
are-
like, yeah, no.
you're from his plane of Torel?
Yeah.
No, Mordekainen's from Orth.
Oh,
Orth.
he mentioned.
Well, he taught me in
mentioned-
school, so he's kind of from there.
He mentioned
Orth.
Torel, and that he's from
Mhm.
Orth, but he goes to Torel sometimes.
Yeah, Abir Torel.
Yes.
It's a plane, and I just start doing like the
All of
plane
us are
ship
from
thing.
Toril.
Okay, so it's an alternate multiverse that we kind of connected for some reason.
That's nice, but just give me a moment. And he does his line thing, and all of you hear in his head be like, Planeswalkers, this is the former Guild Pact Jace. Meet up at the Boros' Guild Hall Sunhome. We're gonna try to take the fight back to Nicopolis.
Former Guild Pact? You're not Guild Pact anymore?
You do even know what the Guild Pact is?
No.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I've heard the name a couple of times.
No, you do not know.
I've heard the name a couple
Baron-
times because what's his
Baron
nuts?
knows.
The goblin said it.
Yep. The Goblin did mention it once.
Guild Pact, Jace can probably explain it better, but it's like a constitution or a law that binds the guilds here or something.
Wait, you can
Jace,
do that?
explain.
We should
We made one of those, but ours was just on paper.
We should fly low because quite a few of this army seems like they can fly. Too.
Swing low. Sweet.
And I'll,
Can't Varth use his staff to
Mhm.
cast Pass Without a Trace? Oh, well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. He does that. Jace casts fly at whatever level he needs to, so everyone that isn't flying is flying, and we head off.
I can also cast Expeditious Retreat at will. I forgot. So I go fast.
Shit, man.
And as you,
That only counts for you, though.
Yeah, I just go fast. I'm like, leave it.
Yeah.
You
So
don't
if
even know
you
where we're
polymorph-
going!
If you polymorphed into the dinosaur, it'd be super fast, but...
Yeah.
Jace
Oh.
leads the way, and he explains what Guild Pact is and what he was, and they explain some events from before you guys got here. So the Guild Pact means he's kind of the ruler of this plane, and he's like the one trying to keeping harmony with all the guilds in balance. But he probably doesn't admit it, and Baron probably interjects saying he's never there or something.
we also learned that from the goblin.
Yeah, he's a very irresponsible leader, to say the least. So
Also,
it's like being king and being like, I'm gonna take vacation in another country for a few years. That's pretty
You
much
mean
what
like
Jace
the
is.
fucking guy from Neverwinter? Oh no, what did he? And then he
Yes.
just pieced out to Neverwinter.
Well,
like,
no,
forever.
they kicked him out, but
Yes.
Oh,
don't
never
know-
remember? Yeah, they kicked his ass
Jace is the
Yeah.
living guild pack. The original guild pack was a
actually,
kind of a document
yeah.
binding thing that got destroyed.
out. Oh.
And he
Oh.
explains how magic works here and the colors and how each color is a different kind of magic.
See?
I did get
Um,
some of that from the Baron, I think.
Yes, the Baron explained that to you a while back.
And that essentially what he could do is he was the law of the planet. So he could arrest and detain anything. And his main plan was the original plan was for him to arrest Nicobolus. Just long
Objection!
enough so Gideon could use the sword that he has, that they've been working on, called the Black Blade. And apparently it's strong enough to kill elder dragons. So he was hoping he was able to detain Nicobolus for just enough time that Gideon could get close enough to stab him and kill him. But
So I'm
unfortunately,
going to assume that went poorly.
the gate that the army is popping out of appeared right in the guild hall where they're having this meeting about it. And that might have been the central point of the magical ley lines of the planet and shattered his guild pact.
Oh shit.
So he does not
See,
have that
bureaucracy, fam. It
So-
ruins everything.
So this fellow with the badass sword, is he still around, or is he missing in action, or is he dead, or...
He took one of the Pegasi and went off with, give me a second. She has an actual
Feather.
name.
I think the name was it Feather?
No, it's not Feather.
It wasn't Feather.
But it's
Captain Feathersword.
it's the guild leader of the Boros Legion.
That was a
Oh.
Wiggles reference.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. Because I know. Feather wasn't really in this. So.
Aurela, I guess.
Oh, yes, yeah, Aurelia.
He
The
describes-
angel lady.
And he describes her, and she says,
Oh,
yes,
she's
she
cool.
wields swords.
Yeah.
That's kind of her thing. She's-
Cries in gay.
Hmm. Same.
Well, her charisma is 30.
Cries and straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, her stats are insane. Anyway, so cries and nerd. And
Yeah.
so, you guys head to the Sunhole, and on your way there, you guys are like getting attacked by Eternals. We're not gonna do the combat thing because that'll take forever. But essentially, mostly because there's gonna be way too many pawns on the table, and I don't want the round taking 5 years.
Yeah.
Essentially, what happens is you guys get into a fight with them. The giant trees sweeping down, fighting things. There's a bunch of creatures coming out of the trees, including giant gliding squirrels, people on their backs. Just chaos. And a Boros Legion actually helps escort you guys to the Sunhole.
Cool.
And as you guys get there, it is a flying fortress. And it's just like hovering just above
Nice.
ground, really.
Nice. I try to avoid the Boris place.
Why?
And Azoros. It's where the jails are.
And as you get there, You get on one of the they seem to have specific spot like flying and landing zones on the outside of this fortress. Yeah. And they got like people signaling. And you see like Pegasi and these creatures. You wouldn't know this, but they just look like large size flying bird mounts. They're called sky rocks.
Right?
Yeah. And they do not look like boulders with tiny little wings, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's where I went though.
I can get a picture.
They probably look like really weird griffins to us.
No, they look weird, but they're armored.
Oh, those things. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, Skyjet Rock. You can see the name. Skyjet Rock.
Yeah.
Skyjet definitely sounds like an airline.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it
Welcome to
does.
Skylit.
and just see a guy somehow in medieval armor, but also doing the airport signals.
He's using prestidigitation to make little tiny
To make
light
flags.
He has two little wands of light. Just
Exactly. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
as you land, this one guy also comes into land, and he's on this Pegasus that seems bigger than the other ones. Like I keep forgetting that horse's name. The really big ones that have like the fluffy hooves.
Clydesdale?
A Clydesdale Pegasi. And it's pure white. It looks very angelic. As it flies down, this dude gets off, and he's got these ridiculously epic sideburns going on. He's got like longer hair. You notice this very wicked, evil looking. Yeah, there you go.
Hey!
Wow.
He's got this very wicked looking sword with a black blade on it. In his
The
hand.
sword's called Black Blade. I'm gonna slap somebody.
It is called Black Blade, yes.
Wait.
Oh, God damn it.
That's literally what it's called, because they're very
Is
creative.
that not Gideon?
Gideon! Hey! Good thing you made it, as Jay says, as you guys are landing like almost the
I
exact
thought
same thing.
Gideon was the Lion Man.
No.
That's a Johnny.
Oh, okay.
Gideon's kind of like one of the more famous
Yeah.
ones, when I think about it. Everyone else that seems to be landing, they seem like fatigued and injured and stuff. He looks completely uninjured. Oh, interesting.
Oh, I misread that, Maddie.
So
Both may be true.
Since you know this out of character, since you know horses very well, I can explain the Pegasus further. It's supernaturally glowing white, like almost
Cool.
celestial.
Yeah.
You want anything good?
No, I'm good.
The fun fact Maddie sent us all is that most white horses are actually gray.
And the fully white ones are like a genetic mutation. They're like, weird.
Freaks.
Yeah, that makes more sense. It's like Siamese cats where they get darker with age. They're
Yeah.
gray.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And so like most white horses have like black around their points as well, kind of like a Siamese, because that's what color the skin is.
And for those, that's Jace.
Yep.
Ooh.
So I think I've shown pictures of everyone we have.
That yes.
Yeah.
I feel like all the guys kind of have same face syndrome.
Oh yeah, can you pull up Chandra?
Chandra?
Chandra, yeah. Sorry.
So you said Chandler. I was like, are we in Friends verse?
One of the best planeswalkers in the whole thing.
As you all come running into the
Need to find a good
the
picture
fortress,
of her.
and like they opened up these really epic gates, and there's like 3 layers of them or something, super fortified. And as you get into the fortress, the noise from the battles outside seem to
Chandra.
completely cease. Yeah,
She's hot.
she's yeah. Please.
This is actually
always
her
use
when
that
she was
laugh. Ironically, please.
a bit younger without full powered up.
Cool.
The noises from the battles outside seem to completely cease behind these heavy doors. But inside, there's still a large ruckus as you hear people moving gear and, for battle and stuff. People moving in and out of the fortress.
That's Nissa. Probably going to see her too. Anyway, I'll wait until someone tells me to show pictures.
That's one running up to your your growing entourage of people is this lady with fire hair. Chandra.
I do burning hands out of my hands into the sky so that I don't get anyone, but just to show off.
What are we showing off?
She's like, oh, nice.
She has fire hair, so I did burning hands.
She does the same thing.
Oh shit, Chandra's here?
She does the same thing.
Yeah. Woo!
I should message Vex and tell her she's in our Trackless C game.
Huh?
Her name, the actual name she goes by is Chandra.
What?
Oh.
What? What?
Vex. She actually has a name that's not Vex.
Yeah.
Oh, her actual name is Chandra?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
At least that's what she's told me. She could just be trying to sound cool,
She could be.
but I think it is Chandra.
I've seen it in chat.
Yeah.
I've seen her talk about it.
Interesting. So,
Yeah, I know. It freaked me out too the first time because I thought her name was Vex. I was like,
eventually you get to a...
you lied to me.
You guys are in a safer part. Did you guys want to take a any kind of rest of any
Yes,
kind?
please. I have so many spell slots to regain.
What kind of rest?
At least a short rest.
Look out the
Yeah.
window. Buildings falling, a giant
How many
tree
spell
battling
slots-
things.
How many spell slots can you get back with a short
Aw.
rest, Azra?
Half my level, so 9. But
That's-
equal to
that's
a
still-
level 9 slot. So that's not too bad.
That's still decent.
Yeah.
But that's only how many low level spells would that be able to get?
You're just like, wait a minute, you cast Meteor Storm. Okay, then I take my rest.
Well, that's 2 polymorphs.
Yeah. I mean, I've still got like a few low level spots. It's all my high ones that have been blown because of teleport.
Okay, so you hear...
All you
while
have to
guys-
do is channel mana and you'll be fine.
I smack you in the back of the head.
Do it.
As you guys are in here and you get to take a bit of a breather, even at this flying fortress, every once in a while there's like a boom, and like a little bits of crumbs of the ceiling fall a
Yeah.
little bit every once in a while.
I mean, I can do Tiny Hut if we want to, like, do that.
And you notice a bunch of Valkyries. But actually, since you guys have met Valkyries before,
Hey!
they look like Valkyries.
Yeah.
And they seem to be flying around here too. Getting ready for battle.
Dag is not prepared for the amount of sexy ladies in Ravnica.
Yeah.
It's like they're average when it comes to our universe.
Now there are flying battle angel ladies, and then there's the leaders of the flying battle angel ladies, and they look like that.
Oh my god.
Glare? Okay.
There we go.
We don't glare.
We only ogle.
I could do something really
only
stupid.
They only have 23 charisma, so probably when you guys see them, you're just like staring.
Oh my god. That's almost double my charisma.
The Battle Force angels are 18 charisma.
Just 18.
Yeah, and they're also really low CR comparatively to the rest of the angels. I could do something really stupid. I have been wanting to Legend Lord Nicobolus.
Ooh. I'm gonna give you my Ring of Mild Shielding if you do that.
What
That
do you
might
want to
be
know
smart.
about them? I'm pretty sure everyone here can tell you the stories.
Well, yeah, but if I do Legend Lore, I get the amalgamation of all of them. And hopefully can learn something about him that'd be useful.
I mean, it might be kind of risky, but I can just like throw you my memories of him into your brain.
When you say risky, what do you mean?
Like it might hurt. I don't know. How
I'm
strong
fine
of a
with it
mind do you
hurting.
have?
I mean, just so you know,
Strong.
Do it to
I'm
me.
I'm fine with it
Do it to
hurting,
me.
just don't let it break my brain.
Do it to me if it hurts.
That said, I do have...
Jace just shakes his head at the Baron.
I throw another cat at you.
And
Where are you getting these from?
And everyone chuckles and they look at Jace like, haha, you getting the ladies again, huh? Because apparently in like every story I've seen him in, there's always at least one girl who falls in love with him or something stupid.
I wonder
Why?
what that has to do with his mind
He's
and
a loser.
illusion-based magics.
He
If he
always
just
came off as
subconsciously
a-
like alters his appearance so people like him better,
That's
that
not
would
creepy.
explain it.
He always came off as kind of a dweeb.
He is. That's why I'm like, really, come on. This is
Yeah, not Azra's type. She's too dweeby.
totally not a nerd fantasy character.
Yeah, of the Gatewatch, he's the scrappy. Most people are like,
Okay,
Yeah.
Because I'm like, literally every other planeswalker I can think of is cooler than him.
except for Tibble.
Except for
I like to
Tybalt.
think we're
Tybalt
having
is
this
lame. Fuck
conversation
him.
in character in front of him.
I mean,
You will notice that the Baron actually is not screwing up names as bad when he's talking about other planeswalkers.
wait, you said
Yeah.
that Mordekainen is here, right? Where is that fucker?
Do we have to?
You look around.
No.
and
No,
you-
but I was just curious.
You look around and
Okay.
you eventually do see that he has also shown up here.
Oh,
Damn it.
never mind. I'm
I
sorry.
Sure.
have the cat in front of
But
my
he has
face so
not-
he can't see
He
me.
has not noticed you yet, Dagger. What do you do? He's like, you know.
I ain't saying
it's a
shit.
lot of
I was
people
gonna be
here.
like, oh hey, nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I just bury myself in cats. I'm like, he can't see me if I'm just, it's cats.
But you
I'm
notice-
I do
pilot cats
have-
You notice
now.
him with a like a squad of battle mages, and he's like
Yeah.
ordering them around to do things. Surprising.
Do I recognize any of the battle mages? Are they from my school?
No,
Okay.
they're
would've
definitely
been
all
cool.
native to Ravnica.
Guys, I do have that other spell that I learned from the tome, the divination spell that truthfully answers one question.
Ooh.
If your question is, are we boned? I believe it will truthfully answer
Yeah, we
yes.
fucking knew that. You use that for, will Nicobolus be at this place at this time? Or if we do this, will we defeat will it kill Nicobolus? Or
We could
Right.
ask about the sword and the holding him in place plan, even though we don't know where the sword.
that's the thing, that it
person
won't
is.
work anymore because Killed Package broke, so
Okay.
he can't pin him down anymore. We've got to
Well,
find a way
I
for
do have imprisonment, and I don't know if it'll work, but like that might hold him in place for long enough. I don't know.
Does imprisonment hold him, like, I thought imprisonment puts you in like a gem, because can you stab
Well,
the
it
gem?
depends.
Mhm.
It depends. I open my spell book and I start reading because I don't remember exactly. But like,
You
there's a
can
couple of different ones. There's a
bury
sleep
them.
one.
Chains, I believe.
Yeah, there's a chains one, a sleep one, and a gem one. I think from memory.
Maybe buried underground, like
Azra's like trying to read her own handwriting, like
The other question is, though, do we know what his plan is here?
nope.
Like,
I mean,
it would help. Like, I'm not super into the idea of just going to fight an elder dragon, which doesn't even mean anything to me, but sounds scary.
they're old.
When fucking all dragons are old.
Azra,
He's 25,000 plus years old.
as you guys are taking your rest and you're recovering your
Sweat
spells
drop.
and you're avoiding Mordekainen, the image
Yeah.
I just linked to the Zoom, you start
Oh,
to
God.
see arriving here are various different wizards that
Oh,
you
shit.
immediately are like, wait, who's? Oh my God! It's the Circle of Eight,
Oh my god.
and they start
Azra
showing up at
considers
random
asking them
intervals.
all to. Yeah. Oh my god. Azra really considers getting autographs at the back of her spellbook, but then she doesn't.
Anyone
She's
else
not sure if she
notice-
wants to.
That all the people on your planes that are like from Orth are getting sparks, but no one from Torel seems to.
Orth.
Supposed to be
I mean, we
pronounced
do.
like you have a
Is
Brooklyn
everyone
accent.
is everyone in the Circle of Eight from Orth?
I think so.
Circle of Eight's
Oh, yeah.
Orth.
Okay.
The Orthians.
Okay, let's.
I don't
see.
remember the lady's name, but I get her autograph.
Garalazi.
I mean, for what it's worth, there are 5 people here from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, five people here from Toril that
I'm just
apparently
saying,
have
we haven't
sparks.
seen no
Do-
Elementor,
Do
Storm,
Tess and Chunk have them?
Lorel, Manchun. Ooh, Manchun.
Fuck
notice-
Manchun.
You notice quite a few unique individuals here, but it's that classic like when everyone's unique, no one is.
Hey, it's
It's just
Triss!
chaos.
He did come here! I'm not Triss, I'm just a drow who uses 2 Shemitars.
It's such
Oh.
a shame. It's such a shame that Blake wasn't here for that joke, because he would have died.
He would have
You
died.
notice towering over most people here, this 11-foot tall dude. You can't even see his face. He seems to be wearing some really advanced, advancedly crafted form of full plate. You're not sure. The helmet seems to have this weird like breather thing on the front, and it's got like red eyes and the glass visor lens on it. he seems to have some weird kind of I was going to say crossbow, but it probably looks more closely to one of those blaster flamethrowers that you saw the goblin have.
I'm thinking the wrong universe, but I want to say heresy when I'm around
He
him.
has, in the shoulder plates, you notice, are as bigger than his head for the armor.
You know, that
And you
doesn't
notice
help
that
me figure
it's
out what it is.
the armor itself is blue, and you notice like a horseshoe-like symbol on each shoulder.
Heresy? I don't know. Oh.
And he looks very not happy to be here.
Mood. I mean, yeah.
I feel like we're being connected to a universe we don't want to be connected to there.
What was that?
And Dagger, you spot, and it's that classic cinematography where you like spot them and they're not moving, but everyone else is moving, so the camera can focus on them easier. Lady with platinum,
fucking
long
Twilight.
platinum blonde hair, wearing full mithril full plate, with
Ooh.
a waves crest on the chest.
I like smack the shit out of Azra while she's reading her book.
Like, what?
Platinum Dragon Lady is here.
Oh,
I walk
shit.
over to-
Hi.
Wait, no, not Platinum. Mithril.
Yeah.
Platinum Dragon's a different kind of person.
Baron looks-
I ceremonially put a cat on your shoulder and I'm like, go talk to her.
The Baron looks for any of the old walkers that he recognizes.
Okay, which ones would you
Is
recognize?
Karn there? Karn's an old walker.
You don't see Karn.
Con.
Where's Karn?
Wait, is Karn the silver golem?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, he's there. He's there.
I go over. Yo, Karn, man. Remember back when the spark was rare? When it was like 1 in billions? Look at all these assholes that are getting sparks anymore. There's anyone in this crowd. As I look straight at Mordekainen.
He's like, yeah, as he looks over at that towering dude in full plate, blue full plate, and he's like, I don't know why, but I think that guy really hates me.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably because I don't know, he doesn't know you too well. By the way, how's that Phyrexia situation going?
Well, not very good now.
Just have a conversation that Scotty doesn't understand with him.
Exactly. So, you also notice a few of the people flying out of here. They appear to be like a dude with very angsty hoods, or it covers the upper half of their face, but they all seem to be dressed the same, and that shade that's covering their eyes is like a supernatural thing that seems to be part of their hood. They may or may not be celestials specifically for Ravnica. You also see these weird things that are celestials.
Oh, those are cool.
And they're like, hello, please remain calm. Big telepathy.
I throw a cat to one of them to see what they do.
I am not the Jesus allegory lion.
Hey,
Ride me.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm just going to say they speak now. Screw it. Normally they can't, but whatever.
Ride me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna recommend Azra. We should all maybe try and get like a what do they call that? A moot together, so we can all talk and try and figure out what the fuck to do.
Oh god, this is the part in Skyrim where you have to fucking sit at the table for like 7 minutes while everyone's like, politics, blah, 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 blah.
Well, no, it's less politics. We already did that. That was a couple sessions ago in Chult.
That's
This
true.
is battle
That's true.
tactics.
Oh,
You know,
This is how do we kill the unkillable dragon god.
I look for Teferi.
to fair.
Oh, hey, the guy we were actually looking for in the first
Yeah.
place when all this shit went down.
Anyone see Teferi?
Teferi is not here because he's not in the
Is he a
book.
fairy?
How the hell did Teferi get resisting? How? Damn it! Always bouncing around like that.
At least he's not
Did
here
you call
yet.
him on the cell phone?
And then you notice a bunch of people seem to a commotion starts to appear as another person shows up into the crowd, and you all see this. But she's wearing
Ooh.
like piratey outfit,
Nice.
Cool.
and
Sup?
Baron already knows, and it says right up there that she is a Gorgon, a Medusa.
They're
Azra's
different
like, how
kind.
you doing?
You just see Ruya out of nowhere from the other game.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
shit.
My character that got stoned by Medusa.
Huh.
And you hear, everyone hears Jace speak telepathically in group telepathy.
The fairy was there. Word sworn.
All right, we are going to discuss what we're going to do next, where we should organize and who does what. Meet all in the war room, and he just like gives a mental guide to everybody.
There's like 100 of us here. Are we all fit?
You go inside
Presumably.
this massive.
I like
war room.
reluctantly dismiss all my cats so that I'll
No.
fit.
You go into this massive
All
war
but
room,
one.
and you see.
All but one. He's on my head.
And you see when you're in there, a sight that is both terrifying and of awe, as you see a giant statue, size of an ancient dragon, sphinx, and it's made completely of stone, and it looks very in a defensive stance, but it is completely it's like a perfectly crafted statue.
Huh, that's nice.
Looks like this.
Can I tell if that's actually a statue?
In the Boros War Room?
In the Boros war room.
I know, it looks
Yeah,
like
does
a
it actually...
Saurus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Azra's like, I'm sure that's gonna come to life at some point.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Kat knows that doesn't match, but Dagger doesn't. She's like, yeah, no, all right, makes sense that these guys would be
Not
cool
everyone
sphinxes.
is in every category. They could have
I don't know.
sphinxes with Boros also.
I don't know.
Because Azorus and Boros are very...
I'm just saying, like,
Ouroboros.
Azorbo.
what do you need, my man?
You guys just hear two random people in the background just like, I can't believe they're letting Vraska the Unseen back in here after what she did to Isperella.
Yeah. Man,
I
nobody
might need to
remembers me.
bounce for 2 seconds and take the dog out. Yeah. Yeah.
That was like perfect timing.
Bounce, mother!
Yeah. I think you might need to go out real quick.
Okay. So,
Yeah, you know what spells Dagger can cast. She's down to
Hmm.
cast any of them. But
So now we get into politics. Hooray!
do I see Huatli, the
No.
other Ixalan planeswalker?
No, unfortunately.
You just forgot some of these people, didn't you?
Well, there's only so many NPCs I can have, right?
I give you a list of everyone I wanted.
I was about to say
But
Ravnica.
Dad, I wanted this
I was
NPC.
about to say Ravnica already has like 50 unique NPCs.
Yeah.
So
We can kick Mordecai out.
No.
Mordecai in the Circle of 8,
That means we have to talk to him.
the Space Marine, a bunch of planeswalkers, and a bunch of the higher ranking angels of the Boros Legion are with you. And we'll just say, like, coincidentally, like, Azra and I already forgot her name. Oh my god, why? Chandra are just sitting next to each other, and they both just look like extremely nervous and fidgety, as sitting next to both
Aw.
of them are these really hot battle maiden ladies who seem to just not realize that their charisma is super overbearing.
Yeah.
It's overbearing.
Also, did Chung and Tess come in with us?
Yes.
We should probably unpolymorph the minted not dinosaurs
Well,
then.
you guys took a rest, so they would have
Yeah.
by now.
I'm gonna ask Vorm to like stand outside just because he's big. And I leave a cat with him so that I can like periodically see what's happening outside.
You see a few. Oh, if you're peering outside.
Sure, I'll use my cat's vision for a second.
Okay. As you're peering outside, you see the giant tree is currently fighting stuff. But coming out of the gate, you see some really tall creature that barely fits through this gate. So almost looks like imagine a pharaoh kind of wardrobe, but it's got like an alligator head, but it's that blue lapis lazuli stuff.
Okay.
And it comes out with a staff, and as it comes out with the staff, it grows to the size of the tree.
Ah, shit.
And the battle seems to suddenly switch from the tree destroying this army to this big crocodile creature just come over, and it just wrecks this tree. It splits it in half.
God. Kaiju battle is not going well.
And as you're
Alright.
seeing this from your cat form, bunch of the Boros Legion, they look like maybe scouts, are just fleeing right back to the fortress. And they're just
shit.
like, I already forgot the tree's name, but the tree has fallen.
Vetukahu or something like that.
Vitu has fallen.
This one, right?
Yes. That is
Oh, God.
exactly what he looks like.
Yeah, so I say that out loud into the room of incredibly powerful people, hoping that one of them will go deal with it, and I don't have
I go walk out. Holy moly!
You notice,
Dude!
You notice not only the alligator one comes out, but then there's one with like a snake head. And then there's another one that comes out that has a an ibis, whatever the bird, crane.
Ibis.
Yeah.
Ibis, bin chicken.
Ibis.
And they
Are
seem to be gods on the battlefield as they go
Cool.
in there. And
Are we
I
connected?
say that out loud also.
I'm like, okay, guys, the ammo cap gods just popped up.
what? Impossible. As you see a guy,
No.
as you see a guy who's I forget the planeswalker name, but he's clearly from that plane.
Mhm.
The guy that's like shirtless with two Kopeshes. You probably know.
Yeah.
Then again, that seems to be every fighter from. Okay, whatever.
Always Kopeshes.
Yep, always Kopeshes. Kopeshes are spears.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's like, yeah. So we got some undead gods on the battlefield.
Shit's going down, y'all. Let's make a decision real fast.
alright, so we got multiple problems going on here, not just the dragon. We got this gate. We got the beacon that's still sending more planeswalkers here to be trapped. I don't know what Nicholas is planning, but it has something to do with bringing planeswalkers here.
He's probably gonna, like, harvest us or something, right? I mean, that's what I'd do.
Harvest us? This is some random.
I don't know. Like, take the sparks and then, like, eat them and then get super, like, Jozu. I don't know.
Everyone's like, you know.
Azra suddenly realizes everybody's looking at her and she's like, oh, fuck. Oh, never mind. Fuck.
That would make him far more powerful. Almost. If he drains all of our sparks, that would make him, like, as powerful as we used to be.
That
I
might-
mean, by us, I mean the old walkers, not you newbies.
That makes Jace is just like that actually makes sense. That's probably the elder spell he's casting.
Damn, Azra. You smarts.
Ah!
It's almost like Magic the Gathering plots are super predictable, but somehow the characters do
God.
not realize it. Crazy.
I mean, I've got a 20 intelligence. I'm allowed to see
Yeah.
where the plot's going.
Yeah, so does he, but he doesn't realize it in the book because apparently he's just
Lol.
that ignorant. Him and no one else.
He's blinded by power.
He's blinded by
Hubris.
Your hubris.
the Gorgon chick, which you notice they seem to have had a relationship at one point, and there's like this
Oh.
exes drama going between both of them.
Nice. Get him, girl. I didn't do that.
Burning hands
Don't
everywhere.
rewind the VOD. Don't rewind.
Burning hands everywhere. She snapped.
So,
Cool.
we
Anyway.
have a
So,
canner gate.
We got a gate we need to get rid of. That's
Mhm.
just sending in endless hordes of Eternal.
Question, though.
We got those gods to deal with now, apparently. Yes, Baron?
Why are all the people coming through covered in a metal? Because that's not what they look like on Amokotab. I was there a couple centuries ago.
Oh, and then I guess Gideon. I think Gideon was part of that storyline. I don't know. There's a lot of different random storylines of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
We'll just say he was there. He explained some backstory about how apparently there were people that were chosen during doing battle tests on Imoket for their pharaoh god, which turned out to be Nicobolus, and no one knew it somehow.
Lol.
And their reward for winning in the battle trials and surviving them was to get killed and turned into undead, becoming Eternals. and their skin and organs were replaced with this really rare bluish mineral.
So it has nothing to. They don't have it because they needed to get through the gate. Okay. Because they'd be really weird having to wear one of their dead bodies on us.
And the gate is blue.
That's actually.
So it's color coded.
That's actually, they would talk about multiple stories something. So there's another plane where there's this dude that made that gate, and the gate allowed non-planeswalkers to shift between different planes, but only inorganic material could go through. So zombies and stuff couldn't go through and stuff. You could send materials through this gate, essentially. So Nicol Bolas made a loophole by making these Eternals into non-organic.
So I had to take the Blink Dog for a pee. There are gods on the field?
Yep.
Yeah. Right over there.
Are they on our side or his?
No, they are definitely, they look like Eternals, but they're god size, you know.
Using Jace's powers, the Baron and everyone learns that Nicol killed them on Imhotep a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
Imhotep?
Imhotep.
There we go.
I can never say
I was about to say, Imhotep is a great old one.
Yeah. Amonkhet.
That is
Amonkhet.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
That is the Baron for you. Yeah, they're from Imhotep. That's not how you say the plane's name. What?
Since this is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and literally everyone's here, one of the planeswalkers from that plane's like, that's not how you say it.
So the funny thing is, everybody's like, it seems so obvious to us that Azra would be like, hey, he's probably gonna drain you guys' sparks and souls and shit. That's a thing that happens to people every other day on Faerun.
Lol.
Yeah. Like, that's literally what, like, it makes sense that we would know that, because that's what, Askrak was doing.
Oh,
Azrak?
yeah. Well,
That's what Askrak said. I bet you most of the Circle of the Eight are just like, Askrak. Yeah, we got it.
They would chime in and be like, yes, actually, yeah. That we've dealt with evil spellcasters that steal people's souls all the time. It's kind of our...
The spark is not the
fucking
soul.
Sucks.
Yeah. It's a different thing.
And Jason's like,
either way.
All right, well, do you guys have any suggestions how we could stop this
now
spell?
We know.
Or...
Well, you said there
I've
was
had
a
my
gate,
brainwave.
right?
I'm done.
You said there was a gate, right? Well, now we know why Teferi isn't here. He can close gates, right?
Not quite. He can. I was going to have him shift the island and the gate into a separate dimension, so it could never be a problem.
No.
I was hoping that Ohydra would come through triumphantly and then realize she's trapped in a shifted plane and can never return because it shifts out and trap her for all of eternity. But that's later.
Convenient.
So, guys, I think we should shift the entire plane of Ravnica to an alternate frequency and trap Nicol forever.
There are
also
really a lot of people in this city.
Also, we have Liliana to deal with.
Who?
What is she doing?
She's a planeswalker that is working for Nicol Bolas.
She's one of the most powerful necromancers ever. I thought she was like...
She's controlling the whole army, it appears.
Fucking goddamn it.
Well, we killed a necromancer, we stopped the army, yeah?
Well, they at least wouldn't have a centralized control. It'd be easier to deal with.
That means they're just, if they're mindless undead, then they're stupid at least.
But
so
Nicol Bolas would never leave her out of his sight. In order to be able to get to her, we would have to distract him somehow.
Or...
Also, I have to stab him with my black blade, says Gideon. Yeah!
Well, that's
his
great.
charisma,
we need to get
his
to
charisma
him.
gets everyone else to go, yeah! Kill Nicol Bolas! Yeah!
Goddamn law magic making us all agree.
We need a way to get to him without him turning you into sand first, though, right?
Right.
So, small steps. We find a way to deal with Liliana. She's a wizard, so maybe she's really, like, pompous, and we can try and trick her and like, appeal to her, insult her, try and bait her towards us, and get her away from Nicol. And then take her out.
She might hesitate if she sees me and I try to talk with her. Says
Well,
Jace.
yeah, we're not gonna. Why would you be seen? If you're gonna make that plan an issue, then turn invisible or just hide or just don't
No,
go,
no,
and
I
you can
mean-
do something else while we're.
I confront her, try to distract her.
One of her friends,
Oh,
someone
okay,
who knows her.
okay.
Someone
She doesn't
whispers,
like me.
Somebody whispers to you, they might have had a fling.
Does he
Who?
have a fling with fucking everybody?
No, I think they're talking about Gideon.
Oh, okay, okay.
Jace.
Jace too? Wow.
Wait, so
Everybody's
Jace
trying to
has
get
two X's on this plane right now.
This is the actual
Okay.
story. This is literally happens in the story, by the way.
Okay.
I just put my
So-
hand on Jace. It's okay, buddy. It's
So-
okay.
There's the Liliana
The Battle
problem,
Angels
and
are
then
just
there's
like-
the gate. We have actually been looking into how to close planar gates on our plane some.
There's also the Immortal Sun and the Beacon.
I was getting to that. That was the last thing. So we got Immortal Sun, we got Liliana, we got a planar gate, and we got Nicobolus himself.
Let me start writing shit down.
We're gonna need
Problems.
groups of people working on each of these simultaneously.
Which one has the highest chance of death and destruction?
It's not
The
that
people dealing with nickel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I volunteer Mordekainen and the Circle of Eight to handle Nickel. They are considered the most powerful people on Earth.
That
They are
is
like
true.
so great.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's
wait,
true.
wait. This is a dragon with wizard spells, right?
There are.
That's one way of putting it.
Oh wait, are Orth dragons the ones that are all sorcerers?
No.
Oh, that's funny. We were having that
So there
conversation
was
before.
Liliana. There was the Immortal Sun,
Mm-hmm.
We need to turn off the beacon.
the gate.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest problem with turning off the beacon is we tried to design it so Nicobolus couldn't turn it off himself. So it's going to be pretty difficult.
And you
to
didn't
turn
put a
off.
failsafe in there just in case this happened because you're stupid.
We go, and it's just a small switch that's too small for his finger. Pulls out a. You have to pull out a paper clip.
Pin.
No, it's a recapture. Verify you're not an elder dragon. He's like, damn it.
I am a humanoid. Click.
Identify these
I
three
refuse to
different
identify
things.
as anything
Yeah.
other than my superior
Click the traffic
form.
light.
Repeat these words. I am weak.
Best defense on him ever.
That's actually the best thing for the imprisonment.
I was literally just thinking that.
We had been talking about before the big moot and everything. We had been talking about what's the best conditions for an imprisonment spell. Make him admit that he's weaker.
Wait, imprison him?
Well, she has the spell.
I have
The
the
spell
spell. I mean,
imprisonment?
it's a pretty common wizard spell. Can anyone else cast
You
it
have
so
it
that I
in-
don't
It's not a
have
common
to?
spell. It's a 9th level spell, honey.
You
Shut up.
you have powerful binding magics. This is one of the
Wow.
one of the
Well-
Magic the Gathering NPCs.
Yeah, I just look at Mordenkainen like these fucking scrub lords.
He's like, yes, and we could make a greater binding for this.
Meanwhile, if Soren's there and Nahili's, they're like, yeah, none of us know how to bind
The Baron,
gods.
the Baron does have a point. We have been known on our home plane of Orth to bind powerful beings. Oh,
Your
that's
sacrifice will
Sylvan.
save us all.
No, there is a point there, though. Jace's plan to lock down Nickel, arrest him, and then Gideon stab him, that can still work. It just couldn't work because Jace can't lock him down anymore.
Jace,
exactly.
Maybe others
Jace-
can.
Jace says, well, if you imprison him, then we wouldn't be able to kill him. We've
Well,
tried
there are different
imprisoning him
kinds.
before. He's ridiculously clever. He'll be able to find his way out eventually and start all this over again.
Well, that's the thing. We don't need him out eventually. We just need him in there for 5 seconds so you can stick a sword through the
Exactly.
bars.
If I make him sleep, which is a version of the imprisonment cell, you can just like roll him over and then stab him while he's sleeping.
Everyone's
It doesn't
subtitles.
say you can't. It doesn't say in the description of the spell you
Subtitles-
can't kill people. It just says they don't eat or drink or age.
The subtitles have brackets, parentheses, and it just says like agreeing crowd noises.
Yeah, it's like Ace Attorney when they pan out to the whole court, like.
Yeah, because like burial wouldn't work, but chaining, he can't be moved.
Chaining, Exactly. Chaining or
Alright,
sleep is what
so-
I think I'm going with.
So it sounds like. Wait, what's your name? I'm sorry. She says to
Not
Azra.
me. I don't want to do it. I'm just saying it's a good idea that
She's
someone else
Azra,
could
the
do.
Eternal
So it
Flame.
sounds like Azra and the Circle of 8 will be going to Nicol
Did you give her a
to
title?
bind him.
I like that.
Write it
Azra
down.
doesn't like that, but I like that.
What was it?
Azra, the Eternal Flame.
No, there you go.
Write that shit down.
hmm
So it sounds like Azra, the Eternal Flame, and the Circle of 8 are
Dagger
gonna
writes that down in her notes.
go at
Yeah.
try to bind Nicobolus. Good luck.
Wait, we did not. We put that out there. I feel like we should deal with some of these other problems before we get to that.
Yeah,
It's
I feel like some of
simultaneous.
y'all are more powerful than us.
So the Circle of 8.
Also,
Um,
right now, only the Boros Legion and the another guild, only 2 of the 10 guilds are actually trying to fight against the Eternals. The rest of them are just defending their homes. We need all of them to attack at once in order to even stand a chance.
Well, the two of us
Ooh.
are pretty persuasive.
I think the guy in blue armor might be pretty good fighting things. Gillam was your name or something? What? I don't understand. Who is this emperor? What? You know.
Don't speak to me, Chaos Spawn. You hear from him in the back.
My
Anywho.
parents weren't Chaos.
Okay.
I shall fight in the
I'm just
battlefield.
gonna-
I have had enough of this
I'm gonna-
heresy speak.
I'm gonna message Mordenkainen and be like, can you cast imprisonment? I don't want to fucking do this.
He's like, yeah, I'll need to prepare it, though. It's not my spellbook today.
No, we're not
Okay.
gonna do it today.
Um,
I can't hear this conversation.
Yeah.
I'll walk out on
The
my.
gods are
Before we fight
advancing
Nick,
on the fortress.
I think we have maybe a day tops before Nico destroys everything.
It's just then
Cool.
that as you look out, the spell is cast. As you see,
cast
the
imprisonment
sky
early?
turns into darkness, but you can see like a constant light on the
Counterspell.
horizons. Arcana check.
I don't think he's within 60
I'm
feet.
nowhere
of us.
near
Oh,
close enough to
that's
cast
funny.
that.
I was about to say you could seriously try it. That would actually have been the funniest. No, you.
You bitch!
No.
That's why everyone hates the blue decks.
It's fucking true, too.
Screw you, blue deck. Ah. Anyway,
Snap your card back to your hand. Encounter spell. Yeah.
it seems to
Put
turn.
that shit back in your deck.
The sky seems to turn to nighttime, but there's no stars in the sky. But everything's in low light on the ground.
Cool. Everyone who doesn't have dark vision is like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, buddy.
No,
I'm so sorry. Kicked him in the head.
AKA, it looks like a night sky, but even if you don't have dark vision, you can see fine.
Oh, okay.
It's a very weird,
It's just goth.
jarring.
The world
I-
is goth.
I don't know
now.
how much of you guys have played much of Minecraft, but there's that night vision potion.
Yeah.
It looks like that,
I think I vaguely know what you mean.
Okay.
where the sky
What
still
did he
looks like
just do?
nighttime, but the lighting's fine.
He cast a spell.
He must
Why
have,
is everything goth now, y'all?
he must have cast the Elder Spell.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Well, if Azra's correct, that's the spell he needs to drain her sparks.
Fuck.
Wicked.
Some random
Okay.
lower than
All right.
average intelligence planeswalker
All right, all
is
right,
like,
all right.
I don't know, I feel fine.
We need plans.
Dagger, you have my ring attuned, just so you know.
Me?
In case that's helpful. The mild mind shielding.
I will
He
write that
probably
down.
needs to kill us or do something else to drain him because it's not coming out of us. Oh, by the way, for the new walkers, if your spark goes out of your body, you die. Just so you know.
I mean, I guess that.
Good to know.
Teo
Remember-
pulls
Wait,
out,
can
You died in the
back,
game, you
please?
died for real.
Wait.
Teo
if,
pulls out a bag of paper. That's the magic item name now. Bag
If,
of paper. And he just starts hyperventilating.
if you get your spark taken out and you die, can Revivify bring you back?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Spark
Okay.
is not your.
All right.
Okay,
I don't
The
know.
spark
I don't know. It
and
might-
your soul are two separate things. They're not the same.
So wait, Revivify can bring you back.
No, once your spark comes, it destroys your soul.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So functionally, it's the same thing.
All right. So our plans. The plan for Liliana is to use Jace to distract her and get her away from Nicol. The plan for Nicol is imprisonment. Imprison and then stab, right? Who's dealing with the immortal sun in the beacon?
Chandra volunteers.
Okay.
Are we going to split the party?
An angsty
Not this
dude,
party.
An
No,
angsty
God, no.
dude that you can just only see the lower half of his face says, "I shall go put out this immortal sun." Sounds interesting.
Cool. I light my fist on fire and give Chandra a fist bump.
I mean,
And what about the gate?
I'm trying to find his picture. Give me a moment. He may or may not be a guild leader.
dealt with the immortal sun before. I've also dealt with Tanner. I don't volunteer for anything.
Or at least this is the face you see for him.
Oh shit, that's Demir.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Matt Mercer for a sec. Because
Yeah.
everyone draws him with the cloak
Yeah.
over his
You
face.
can't see it with my camera glaring, but his name is Lazef, and normally it says who the person is in the picture down below, and it just says Lazef ? Because no one knows what his face actually looks like.
Is that the one where his stat block doesn't list a creature type?
Yes.
Or it's like shapeshifter.
Or
something.
shapeshifter or
He
something
is a
like that.
medium monstrosity shape changer.
Mm.
Yeah, he can
Cool.
appear as anything. He's pretty cool.
Okay.
He joined
Alright. So but what is the plan for the
Anybody else get Assassin's Creed vibe with this?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
super.
Hell yeah.
That's-
super.
I mean, that's his whole guild, really. The Demir, or just Assassin's Creed, essentially.
So who had a plan for the gate?
Do we know what's
Power
Controlling
Ring.
it.
Yeah, did we
We'll-
want to
we'll
try the
definitely-
things that
we'll
we were
definitely
learning
want
about
planes.
portals in our...
We'll definitely want
thing.
planeswalkers for the gate. They might be able to get
Well,
through
yeah.
We can maybe handle the gate.
yeah?
We have been studying how to close them. I mean,
Exactly,
it's bigger
that
than
was what I
whatever
was
we were
thinking.
dealing with. It's better than what we were dealing with in the Lantern Isles back in Faerun. But it probably operates on similar principles.
Yeah.
We have to figure out how the gate was made before we can figure out how to get rid of it. Because in our plane, at least, when you have a gate to the elemental plane of water, you need an opposite to that to counteract it. So we needed some
I will point out this
elemental node of fire.
planar gate is unique. There's
Yes,
almost
it
nothing
is.
else that can do this in our universe. So,
It is crafted by the evil scientist Tezzeret.
oh, that asshole.
And
Sorry,
he describes him, and I'm just gonna post a picture for you guys.
I do have a spell that might help with that.
Yeah, and I was going to say,
Legend lore,
can I...
I've heard that legend lore can, if you cast it on an artifact, it can sometimes tell you how to destroy the artifact. It might tell us how to destroy the gate.
Is it?
That's a good point.
Or at least it'll tell us
Oh my-
how it was made, which can put us in the right direction.
Yeah, I was going to say...
And
that's-
it's less likely... Oh, wow. Okay. It's
That's a
also
good
less
sign.
likely that the gate's going to look back at me and try and break my brain
That's
like
true.
Nicole definitely would.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
I mean,
Azra
this
try
is
and
not a
figure
problem.
out...
There we go.
Because I can cast the 9th level gate spell. I'm trying to figure out if I can just superimpose another gate. If it'll just negate the first one.
Yeah,
I'm
negate.
just imagining they
Like
walk through the
portals.
gate. They walk through the
Arcana
gate and they
check.
walk through another gate into the plane of fire.
No,
Okay,
plain
but that's
water.
actually a really good idea.
Actually, a good plan.
Azra, give me
I
an
might
Arcana-
actually do that.
Arcana check for that plan.
Okay. That's pretty good. 28.
That could work, but it also, if it doesn't work, could be very cataclysmic, because two planes
Yeah.
would be merging with each other simultaneously.
Oh,
Well,
fun.
not in it, 2 feet away from each other. You step
I was
out, and
thinking
you're
in it.
"Yay!"
Normally,
Oh, okay.
normally in your reality, when that kind of stuff happens, it makes a vacuum, and everything within a certain radius of 2 planes binding goes to the astral plane. You're not sure.
Oh, that's maybe not a terrible idea.
You're not sure what that would do.
Oh,
here.
also, how big is the gate here?
Good question.
Because
Also,
the gate that
how
you
big
can
am I? I'm
make
gonna look that
is
up, too.
5 to 20 feet in diameter. So if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
smaller than this one, then it might not
yeah, it's
really
much
work that well.
bigger.
Cool.
It's about 100 feet diameter.
Okay.
I mean, the gods
Yeah,
had to walk
armies
through it.
were walking through it.
Yeah. I mean,
Get
but
through.
then, because it's so much smaller, if I put a gate inside the gate, then the vacuum effect might only affect, the army that's next to it.
And honestly, as long as no one's near it,
Exactly.
I mean,
Who fucking cares, yo?
We could also see what's on the
what was
Other
that? You have
side.
to. That is true. We
The other
had
side
talked
is-
about that.
The other side would be Amoket, or whatever, right?
Imhotep.
Amonkhet.
possibly.
If we could we close it from the other side?
Possibly.
Good question.
You
Yeah.
don't know.
That's where
Azra
Use your
is-
legend lore.
that's where it's being created.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no,
Mm.
okay, fine. I'm gonna cast Legend Lore in the gate because that'll answer
Okay.
a lot of these questions.
Yeah. Does that mean Liliana's on the other side of the gate?
Maybe.
No.
Because isn't she the one
She is,
doing all
and we
that?
close the gate. We
No,
take two of these
uh,
problems out at the same
A few
time.
people
Yeah.
tell you about how they've seen her, and she's just surrounded by elite undead bodyguards.
But that
No
means
one's
the
been able
gate's
to
not
touch
being
her.
watched. That means the gate's not being
That's
watched.
true.
As you
yes.
see the 4 people like gate watch. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Doing
gonna
a
sit
bad
down.
job.
And then Jace is like, please join, please. Our club's
Is
cool,
there
I swear.
like, are there any like little
I might
tiny
join after this.
minion mages, the like apprentice mages wandering around?
Hi, I'm Ted.
That aren't our small children.
Oh,
Can we
sorry,
get
bye.
a shit ton of incense? Because I can cast a spell, but only if I have two. I need some. I can cast a spell a bunch of times, but I only have 2
Hey,
uses of
man.
it without I have the incense.
I could get you some incense.
No, jeez. But I'm asking for it, and I'm hoping Varth will help me pay for it, like
As
she was
an
going to in
elephant
Baldur's
man-
Gate before we
As an
got.
elephant man walks up to you.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
I assume you need to see some visions, man. I got just incense for that.
I mean,
My God.
you're not
Oh
wrong.
my
He's
God.
wearing druidic robes, but he stands about 8
Does
feet
he
tall.
look high as balls?
No.
No.
Okay.
He looks like
That
an
might be
elf.
okay.
Let's see how much Legend Lore costs. 250 gold worth of incense.
I walk over with the 1 bag I have. I got you covered, fam, if you need the
Okay.
money.
I do.
Oh, nice, man.
Okay.
And he
okay.
hands you an
okay.
equal-sized thing of incense.
Azra remembered to read her spell book.
How many uses
When I
of
cast-
You have 2 now.
Go ahead.
When I cast Gate, I can speak the name of a creature, and if they're on a plane that I'm not on, it yoinks them into the plane. So, if we go on the other side of the portal, and then I name Liliana, then we can yoink her into wherever the portal
The
goes to.
downside
Is
is,
there a
though.
saving throw for it?
No. It's a
That
ninth
the
level
other
spell.
thing, yeah, the other thing is though, if you do that, how do we close the gate? Because we were
Good
counting
question.
on gate to close the gate. You
Oh,
yeah,
can't
that's
cast it twice.
That's true.
I just remembered something.
Sun.
We gotta time this just right.
Why?
The immortal sun is still... The beacon
Oh, shit.
is still going. When we
Yeah.
step through, it will try to
Oh
pull
shit,
us
it'll
back.
yoink us back anyway. Fuck. That's
Yeah.
Or
right.
attempt to.
Okay. Good call.
So, we gotta take out the beacon, then
First.
initiate the other parts.
Okay.
Because the
Alright.
gate up the bridge apparently circumvents the immortal sun. Which I could try and get my ass out of here, but I'd have to leave most of you behind.
What? No, we're not doing that. We're trying to save the multiverse. I'm gonna sit
Yes,
down and
unfortunately, I live in the multiverse.
I'm gonna sit down and take 10 minutes and cast Legend Lore on the gate. With the aim of learning
What you doing? What you doing?
how do I close it and what like how it works. But I mean I just learned legends about it. I don't actually can't
Okay,
tell it what
now-
I want.
It is only 2 days old.
Yep.
No one knows nothing.
But hopefully I know because like
Don't you know divination?
You when you legend lore
I do, yeah.
you see the dude I posted on Discord
Mm-hmm.
and history of a few of these the Gatewatch people, Gideon and all them, fighting this dude, and so he had this portal and he crafted it, and he seems to be some evil scientist or something. And then you see a brief vision of him with Nicobolus, and Nicobolus like mind probing doing something to him to dominate person spell, and kinky I know, and he makes the portal, which normally like it's this ridiculously huge thing. I think like a 50s computer where it takes up a whole room, or it's like this to make the portal work. He has these ridiculously huge magical devices to keep it running. He has improved it to where it's actually part of him, and his like lower half of his torso on that picture you see there actually opens up and turns into the gate.
Cool.
He is a disturbing mad scientist who experiments on everyone, including himself.
Okay.
That's wackio.
And,
Well, that makes-
and you also saw in the fight before he got his arm chopped off, so he made an artificial arm.
But it explains how the gate was made. So hopefully, maybe if we destroy the machines.
Wait, do you tell us this?
Yeah, she's writing everything down, and
So
We're reading over her shoulder like we always do.
yeah.
I think we just have to kill Deseret. It's coming out of his ass.
Oh shit! I missed that part. Is it actually coming out of him?
It's part of him, yes.
That makes it so much easier. We don't need to worry about Liliana. We go to the other side. I mean, I feel like the gate thing would still work. It doesn't matter what's on the other side. We can cast gate. You can cast gate from this side, blow it up.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he survives on the other side, which he probably won't. How long is it going to take him to make another one?
How are you gonna get? How are you gonna get to the gate? The entire army of Eternals is pouring out of it.
That's
Is
a
the
good
sky
question.
clear?
No.
Who's going through the gate to fight Deseret? I can potentially get us there.
Ooh. Wait, there's actual planeswalkers.
Yeah,
for
gate
that.
only has a 60-foot range.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who?
Yeah, the issue is the
Volunteers.
second we leave, we're gonna get yanked back. Unless we time
I mean,
it
I don't think we
perfectly.
need to fight him necessarily if we're just trying to close the gate.
Does anybody in this fucking room know Brary's telepathic bond?
The
Because that would be
silver
really
golem.
helpful throughout
Oh,
this.
I
The
know.
big
fight.
silver
That would be.
golem that Baron was talking to, Karn, says, I will go with you. My body is inorganic. I should be able to go through just fine.
Okay.
Nice. Hopefully the spark will protect the rest of us.
Let's see, who else?
So the plan is our crew goes through the gate, we blow it up from the other side, and we come back.
Some
The second
some
part's
young
necessary.
some young lady who says her name is Samet the Swift.
Sermit.
She looks really angry in this picture. Holy crap.
You would
she
be
says
too
she'll
with
join
the
you.
name
Dag probably
Sam.
I mean,
has like a
yeah.
hilarious, like there's a whole page in her journal. It's just a list of names with like chibi drawings of everyone.
And then
Yes.
this
Oh
very
my god.
this very womanizer looking guy who's got like really nice,
Chad.
almost like Matthew Mercer kind of hair, but he's got I just gotta show you the picture. It's a romance novel almost levels.
Is that Dace?
It's Dak.
Yeah.
Wow, that's such a fucking Chad fantasy name.
His name is wait, I just had it up. Sorry. His full name is Dak Faden. And
That is a
It's
fancy
funny
romance
because
novel name.
over here, to dack someone is to pull their pants down.
that's probably where they got the idea from.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's a
is-
thing like
That is a
teenage
romance
boys
novel.
do. Oh god, Jesus. But
Well,
yeah, that's a thing teenage boys do to each other over here. You like run up to someone and dack them.
Nice.
Oh,
Culture.
I'm trying to remember what the term
We just call
shanking or something.
We
no,
just
not
call it
shanking,
pantsing
that's-
here.
Yeah. We had a second term for it when I was in middle school because that's when it was big. Everyone's like, whoosh!
All right, so
Then
let's-
you learn to wear a belt.
So, the planeswalkers, they're gonna, all these NPCs and stuff are gonna go do various different missions and stuff
Right.
that are
So
dealing
our
with these.
whole
But
crew
what is
shouldn't go.
what is the Trackless Sea crew? Which one are they gonna do? Are you going
Hmm.
to this portal to go to the other side and fight this Tezzet dude? Are you going to try to turn off the immortal sun? Are you going to try to distract Nicobolus or imprison him?
I feel like we would be best
Are you going
suited
to
for
try to go
either.
after Liliana?
I
The
feel like
necromancer controlling everything.
our best bet would be the gate, especially because you can cast that spell, Azra.
Yeah.
Do you have it prepared?
Yes. I do.
Okay.
That's the other key thing. Like, sure, Mordecai knows it, but if he doesn't have it prepared,
Mm.
he's fucking useless.
Yeah.
No offense.
Haha,
no
you're fucking
offense.
useless.
But
Here's the idea I had.
I don't know.
One, we're not going to take the whole Trackless Sea crew.
What?
'cause we don't want everyone to die by accident.
That's fair.
Nope. Well, I already disagree, so okay.
Okay. That and I can only carry so many people with me. So, the Planeswalkers and the main crew here,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe one other person like Worm. Hey, Worm, you can go through no problem.
He just waves in robot.
He nods, and you just hear like scraping of metal as he nods.
Yeah.
I gather us all together. We get a look at the gate, teleport into it, past all the armies. Once we're into the gate, we just keep going
That's right,
through.
because it's a doorway.
That's really smart.
That works.
Yeah.
I
but it
can,
can only carry 8 people.
However,
I can do that.
and also it has to be after the immortal sun is dealt with.
I can teleport. I'll do
Who?
the teleport.
Who?
Karn.
Oh yeah, you're like a master at this stuff. Mhm.
He is
Yeah,
he is the metal wizard.
There are counting all of the PCs, so Azra, Baron, Dag, and Varth, and counting the NPCs and Vorm, there are 7 people in the party.
Yeah. So you're good. Just to
So
give you an
you
idea,
should be
Karn-
able to carry.
All of
Baron
us.
should be able to carry all of us, including
And the metal
Tess and
wizard.
Chung.
Just to give you
and
an idea
the
how
metal
OP
wizard.
And the metal
Karn
wizard, yeah.
is, Karn is an iron golem with wizard spells.
Cool.
He can
Nice.
cast
He was-
So we got
teleport.
we're like Golem, Team Golem. That's our name
Team
now.
Golem.
So the,
Yep.
fact, the
Team
fact he
Golem.
can cast teleport means he has a lot of levels in wizard.
Team Golem is
Yeah, he does.
10 levels at least.
Karn was created to
9.
fight what's called Phyrexia and Yawgmoth, which were one of the most powerful things or most evil stuff in the universe. So he was
Cool.
designed to be OP to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, when we took that short rest for you to regain your spells, did anybody want to roll some hit dice?
I did already.
Rat rolled. She's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it just because
no,
I'm gonna
actually-
use my Song of Rest.
She is not fine.
Yay!
That bite, even though she got fully healed, is still there, and her max HP
Oh,
is
yeah.
still lowered.
She needs a long
Uh,
rest, I think.
she's
Are there
staying
any
here.
whites around here who have powerful healing magics?
Now that's racist.
Does anyone can heal this poor girl? And everyone's probably like, "What girl? Oh shit!"
One of the Boros medics, that's white magics, attempts to heal her, and he diagnoses
everybody
that
who
part of her
spends-
soul has been sucked out
Okay.
by one of those Eternals.
Everybody who
Well,
wants,
that
who can hear my
confirms.
song, heals an additional 5 hit points.
La
From Song of Rest.
la la.
And
So Karn can
And as
teleport
everyone-
for some people. I can teleport, so we can actually bring more people in with us. So
I mean, but also let's not, maybe.
so
I
wait,
think the more
so
people
you're
that are
taking
dealing
Karn,
with the big
are you
threats.
gonna
well, I
take-
meant
are you
the
gonna take
whole
this,
Trackless Sea crew.
this
as
fighter,
opposed to-
this Egyptian fighter lady, and this womanizer dude? Are you having them come with?
Yeah,
We'll
those
put 'em in the
3
bag.
plus the Trackless Sea crew. That way you have to
Get
roll
in the
more
bag.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can have one more person, right?
Chung is fully healed, though, by the way, because Polymorph is worn off.
Oh yeah.
Same with Worm.
Well, if
Because-
both me and Karn cast teleport with 2 groups, that's a total of 16 people we can bring.
Oh, I totally forgot about this dude.
And
frickin- Yeah, a
Nicholas?
freaking demon ass dude just comes up to you and he's like, "I'll join you."
Is he an ass dude?
Maybe. I mean, I haven't asked, so I haven't
I
asked.
just imagined an
Ah.
ass. Like, ha.
There you go. He's a fun guy.
Okay.
Is it mushroom?
Um.
I mean, he might have him.
Yeah, he's a bit like the Baron in
I'm
that
gonna.
he's kind of like, I'm going to help you guys because I live in the fucking multiverse too.
I'm
Yeah.
going to use my Pearl Power to
Chaotic
regain my
sensible.
3rd level spell slot. Or to regain a 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah.
And are we doing this soon?
And he's like, "All right, so we have our plans."
Okay,
All right,
before
let's-
we do, I have to sit down. Do we want to do anything with divination?
We just did
That was with
I mean,
the,
maybe ask
with
if
the spell.
ask what will happen if I cast Gate in the gate, because then we'll be prepared.
that. What spell are you using to ask that?
Divination, the actual divination spell.
Ooh.
I ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Wow. For once, it's
If-
firmly within those.
If we cast gate
Oh,
within, if we cast the gate spell within the gate, will it stop the gate? Will it break the enchantment of it? Does that make sense? Does that sound good?
Yes.
I'm asking for opinions because. Okay.
Oh, you're asking them. Sorry.
Yeah, I was asking for opinions. I wasn't actually
Because it has
casting
to be
it.
like a yes or no, doesn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Or does it? Well, then you can
no,
ask,
it can be a riddle.
ask what will happen then. Don't
Yeah,
ask
okay.
will X happen.
That's smart. Yeah, I'll ask that. Let me read the spell. Divination.
I have
The
it.
answer, the DM offers a truthful reply. Might be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Answer.
And I'm going to sit down and
I give you a cat.
no, and cuddle a cat, and then before I cast it, I'm gonna pull out that little bit of moonfire that I have from
Yeah.
forever ago.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna sit down
What do
and
you
I'm going to pray.
What do you like bats at a little bit? Like,
This
what is
is
it doing in there?
this is not how I expected things to go. I wanted to wait until I got to your temple to do this. I'm no acolyte, Salune, and I'm not the type to settle down in a church for the rest of my life either. That's not me. But you accept people for who they are, and I don't think you'd want that either. And this definitely isn't the time and place for that anyway. These people need help, and well, the multiverse needs all the help it can get. Let us help. Let me help them, and serve you by doing what I can to try and save as many of these people as I can and heal as many as I can. And I cast divination, and I ask, if we cast the gate spell within the gate, what will happen?
Now the DM has to do the DM thing.
Okay, and while the DM is doing that thing, I'm gonna do my thing, because the Book of Exalted Deed
Now.
says that whenever I cast a spell, I roll a d6. If I roll a 6, I can cast it. I can't cast it again until the next dawn.
And this is
Oh,
where
shit,
Scotty
so I can do it
goes.
again.
And we'll find out next time.
Oh shit! Probably.
The Trackless Sea.
DMG, please.
I don't have the DMG.
You do have the DMG.
There it is.
I don't have the DMG, he says while passing her the DMG.
You have the DMG. Book of Exalted Deeds, because I think I
you
actually.
gave Scotty a blue screen of death there.
Sorry, fam.
No, you're fine.
She's like,
Content loading. Content loading.
Mm-hmm.
Please wait.
I'm just trying to think of the exact wording I want to say.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
It's one of those, like,
in the
I have
meantime,
to tell you a thing that actually happens in the future. So
Yeah.
Well, it can change based on circumstances. So the spell specifically says if circumstances change from what they were when I cast the spell, all bets are off and it changes. Let's see. This spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. So this is just,
so it does
if we
not
do it
take
right
into
now with
consideration
nothing,
any spell casting after this.
it doesn't take into consideration unexpected
As
things.
you guys are going to fight a wizard with spells.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, it won't work if he casts
really what it means.
counterspell. So it won't work if he casts
Yeah,
counterspell. It won't
exactly.
work if Azra dies before we get to the gate. You know, like those sort of things they can't account for. But like, if everything goes right and we do the thing,
Doo-doo.
oh my god, I love you, Maddie. I'm trying to figure out where this. Go ahead.
You shall go through the blind eternities and close the door. That's all I got.
Okay, blind eternities.
Okay.
So that's
That sounds like it'll work.
tentative, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds like
close
it's a
the
yes
door
and we'll
sounds
go
like a
through it.
yes.
Yeah.
What is the blind eternities though?
Everyone in the room is just like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say that reminds me of like the Planeswalker boon, how it's worded, because it talks about like the blind trails.
Dagger's heard the Baron talk about the blind eternities before. You assume, it's very safe to assume, it's the far realm.
Okay.
Best way to describe it is in the Magic the Gathering universe, our multiverse. You know how in yours you have the astral plane and the ethereal as transient planes between places? In ours, it's the transient plane between all of our planes.
And it's also where those weird tentacle eldritch monsters come from.
The Eldrazi. So essentially you have, let's say, Ravnica, and you have Encerad. Between the two is the Blind Eternities. Only those with the spark, and apparently that device, can really go between them. You don't want to end up there, though.
I cannot cast
Sounds
divination again until the next dawn.
All right.
Okay,
So
I rolled
as
my
she
d20
casts
and I
that,
didn't get a 6.
all of you saw a silvery blue moonlight lit halo appear above her head as she cast it.
Oh,
But it fades
my
off
baby's
when
a
she finishes.
cleric.
You're channeling the white mana.
The what?
What?
Give me a second.
Baron.
I'm casting a 10-minute spell.
Baron, you have witch's
Actually, no.
sight,
Fuck.
right?
Divination is an
Mhm.
action. Never mind.
Baron, you see the halo slowly turn into horns as it fades off. Horns that you know quite well.
Shit.
And that's where we'll end it.
Fair.
So,
No! Did you smack yourself in the face with a player's
A little
handbook?
bit. I was gonna throw it that way, and then I was like, I don't want to throw my book, so I just threw it at myself.
they were really surprised by it. I almost tried to catch it.
It's not how the internet works.
Like, I'm sort of like that.
Yeah, I'm
my
excited.
God.
Dag's actually gonna try and use some of her cleric spells for the first time
Yay!
ever.
And,
I'm so
How long-
excited.
and
How
everyone-
long
and
ago did
everyone
I
does the
take that
biggest-
cleric level?
And everyone does the
Long
biggest
time.
team planeswalker thing ever.
Yeah.
And they all
Wow.
do the anime thing where they all turn away from each other and go to
Mm-hmm.
walk off all badass and it freeze frames.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're walking in separate directions.
I know, like we're all like the door is that way. We all have to go through the same door.
Yeah, everyone takes like a single step and it is like the epic freeze frame with the speed lines. And then like
Yeah.
that stops and everyone's like, wait, what are we doing? And then they just go out the door
Yeah.
as it's normally.
Yeah.
Alright. So, anyone got any plugs?
Tomorrow, I think, Waterdeep.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys that just killed a dragon, and
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
I don't know. You have nothing.
Well,
It's the
Yeah, I
first
think
time
you're
that's happened in a
between-
while. Yeah.
Between arcs, I guess.
So hear me out. Shopping trip.
No, please. We shopped so much
We
in
also-
this campaign.
We also haven't been down to Undermountain in a while.
That's what I was planning. Thank you.
Okay, that sounds like something Patience wants to do.
Yeah.
Maddie, we haven't heard from you
I got
forever
nothing.
on the channel.
Oh.
yeah. I have no plugs, but it's good to be back.
Well, you mentioned before
Oh,
the
we
stream
missed
that you
you.
had a game that you can download. Where can we download that, and what game is it?
Oh shit! Go to my Twitch, which is written under my face, and it's the pinned tweet. Go to itch.io/things. I'm good at promo.
What kind of game is it?
It's fucking visual novel, and it's gay as fuck.
There you go.
You're welcome in advance.
And
Yeah.
Wednesdays on this channel, we continue our Descent into Avernus campaign, which has been titled To Hell We Ride, where, like the Adventures of the Trackless Sea, the title seems to be a bit skewed, to say the least. Because they aren't in hell, and they are not really riding anywhere yet.
We also haven't been to the Trackless Sea in ages.
Nope. We haven't ever been
Well,
technically
We
to
were
the
last
Trackless
session.
Sea.
You guys
No, we were.
did
Yeah.
a lore hunt.
We
right.
sailed
Well,
along.
yeah.
We sailed along it, just for 5 minutes. Yeah.
And the Langton
For
Isles
5
is in the
minutes /
Trackless
a
Sea.
month.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so on that note, we will call it a night.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone who watched live and sees it later on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Ciao.
Goodbye, friends.